Hey. Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. It's Friday, y'all. We made it through another week, y'all. Yeah, I have to show this. Okay. New gear, new Sports Plus Life shirt that matches the thumbnail. And of course, I'm your host, Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show, Sports Plus Life. And of course, I got to once again give shout out and give flowers to Kia for making this shirt. Hey, how you doing? Happy Friday. I got to give the flowers for making this gear look great and including the thumbnail. But yes, it is Friday. We made it, y'all. We made it. What's going on, gorgeous? How you doing? Oh boy, it is Friday, May the 9th, 2025. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is a really, really good shirt. I'm gonna show it again. Yes. Even got my name on it, but yeah, there's definitely dope shirt, dope clothing. And I hope everybody's enjoyed their week. I hope everybody is enjoying their Friday. A little bit of a yucky weather day, but but still, we here. What up, Lomar? What's going on, boy? What's going on, cut? How you doing, Lomar? What up, boy? What's going on with you, cut? Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad it's Friday. But I have a lot of stuff to do this weekend. But before I get into all of that, I want to be the first person to wish all of the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys have a happy and wonderful Mother's Day this Sunday. I'm not even going to front. I've had so much stuff going on over the last couple of weeks. I keep forgetting that it's Mother's Day. Like, I was in Kroger's and I was in Kroger's today because I had to pick up some medicine for Roman. And then I decided, I wanted to get a couple of things, some breakfast things. And I'm like, shit. Mother's Day. And I'm just looking at the Mother's Day stuff. And I'm like, I'm just joking. No, I wish everybody a happy, wonderful Mother's Day. You were there for me to love and care for me when skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you were always there to comfort me. And no one else can be what you have been to me. You will always be the girl in my life for all time. Mama, I love you. That's for all the mamas out there. I figured I'd try to do that before I put 80 proof to my system because it's Friday. It's Friday, and 80 proof, me and 80 proof is going to have a conversation tonight. You feel me? But that is definitely to the moms. Shout out to all the moms out there. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my kids' mom. Shout out to my grandmom. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. I love you. If nobody ever told your mama ass that they love you, I love you. Okay? No matter what. And I tell anybody that. I love you despite whatever. I still love you. I may love you from a distance, but I love you. And that, that just is what it is. So, what are we going to talk about today, pray tell? What are we going to talk about today? Well, I have to talk about the NBA playoffs because, man, the playoffs have been playoffing. How about them New York Knicks, boy? How about them New York? And I'm only saying that because I can't stand Boston. And to see the Knicks go into Boston and win the first two games, I hope they sweep those dirty 3-point shooting. That's all you do. Bad for basketball, sons of you know what. I can't stand them. So I got to talk about the playoffs because the playoffs are playoffing. And we will introduce a new segment tonight. And this is more geared around the fun. This is more geared around fun. It's a new segment that's called What the Hell? But we'll do that a little later. And that's going to be fun. Now, as I said, now, y'all take this walk with me because, I was kind of doing some things at the last minute. So y'all take this walk with me as I go and 80 proof up, people. Don't judge me. Just try to love me. That's all I'm going to say. Don't judge me. Just try to love me. I am me. It is Friday. I haven't had nothing all week. I don't drink all week. I don't drink during the week anymore. Okay. Because, and I haven't done that for quite some time. That actually saves a lot of money when it comes to alcohol consumption. If you just wait till the weekend instead of acting like an alcoholic ass nigger or alcoholic ass sister and just drinking from time to time just to be drinking. So I say that for Friday and Saturday and parts of Sunday because I need to be right on Monday morning when I'm going to work. Praise Jesus. So just take this walk with me while I goes and fixes me some 80 proof. If y'all don't mind, can you hold your water for a player? I appreciate that. All right. So usually I start the show with cup in hand, but I was doing a couple of things at the last minute, and then I said, well, damn, I forgot to fix my 80 proof, but that's all right. We family here on Sports Plus Life, so y'all can walk with me, so to get my liquor with me. Holla at a player for me. All right, praise Jesus. We love him. And won't he do it? Yes, he will. All the time. All the time. Okay. That's very good. Even though I haven't taken a sip yet, I already know it's going to be good because it's Friday. This is my Friday. This is my Friday energy drink. That's what it is. This is my Friday energy drink. It's not 5-hour energy. It's goddamn, we may be seeing double in about 5-hour energy drink, but it's all good. It is what it is. All right. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program, people. All right. Yes. Back to our regularly scheduled program. All right. Oh, that's a good drink now. That's a good drink now. All right. That's a good drink now. So, ride with me while I briefly talk about the playoffs. So we're going to, like I said, I'm going to talk about the playoffs. We're going to introduce a new segment called What the Hell? And we are also going to talk about, we're going to watch NNN together. We're going to watch NNN together. I love that. That's my favorite source of news. And did I put hashtag relationship talk in the invite? And if I did, that's cool because we can do that. We can do that now. In these playoffs, first with the Eastern Conference, the second round of the playoffs has been road court advantage. And by that, I mean the majority of the games have been won by the road team. First, the number 1 seeded Cleveland Cavaliers versus the number 4 seeded Indiana Pacers. People who don't give a damn about sports, just ride with me. We're not going to be long. Just ride with your boy. Okay? So the Cleveland Cavaliers dropped both games at home to the Indiana Pacers. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Because, I kind of like the Cleveland Cavaliers because they have a bunch of old Virginia Cavaliers on their squad. So now last game, they were without Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter. So that poses a problem. It's not the reason why. That's not the reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers lost that game. I'm not even going to I'm not even going to do that because Cleveland was kicking their ass for 47 minutes and allowed the Indiana Pacers to get back in the game and steal it. Tyrese Halliburton made a game-winning three-point shot. Who the hell said that he's overrated? You may want to take that comment back. Halliburton he's not a household name, but he's a damn good player. And, you know, even when his dad decides to come on the court and act a damn fool, Tyrese Halliburton is a damn good player. But they're playing right now. Game 3 is going on right now. Right now, Cleveland is up 13. They're fully loaded. I think that Cleveland is going to win both games in Indiana, and this is going to be a best 3 out of 5. I mean, best 2 out of 3, excuse me. I do. Because I believe Cleveland's a better team. Now, I could be wrong, especially now if Indiana comes back and wins tonight. That's pretty much a curtain call. But I do think Cleveland is going to come back. So, but we'll see. And shout out to the Pacers, man. You know, the Pacers are like the boogeymen right now, the Eastern Conference, you know. But the Pacers, to me, are what they've always been. You know, they consistently field a good playoff contending, even championship contending team, you know, at least on paper and by record. But they end up being just a thorn in the side to the eventual champion. You dig? You feel me? So, but we'll see what happens. Now, in the second Eastern Conference Series, I already mentioned that. The Boston Celtics and the New York Knickerbockers. Okay? Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. That's what you do. Did I get my point across? God damn it. Yeah. I don't like them. I don't like the way they play basketball. The way they play basketball is a disgrace to the game. Shooting nothing but threes and doing all. It's just it's hard to watch. It's unwatchable. They stink. Well, they won the championship last year. Fuck Boston. Yeah. That's right. The New York Knicks came back from 20-point leads in game 1 and 2 to win both games in Boston Garden. Now, I've gotten my emotions out. Now let me talk turkey. Let me talk some real hoops. New York got to win game 3. Matter of fact, New York don't play around because everybody has been saying how bad Boston has been shooting, kind of almost dismissing the fact, not totally, but the fact that New York hasn't played its best brand of basketball either. But I will do some revisionist history. New York was up 2-0 last year in the Eastern Conference semifinals on the Indiana Pacers. And then little by little, the players started falling apart, and the Pacers end up winning in 7 going away. They blew the Knicks out in game 7 in Madison Square Garden. That happened. So if you're the New York Knicks, that's why a lot of New York fans are like, yes! Because Boston 2 years ago was down 3-0 to the Miami Heat and came back to make that a 7-game series. Now, the Heat did win game 7 in Boston. Fuck Boston! But, you know, that happened too. Okay? That happened too. So if you're the New York Knicks, don't fuck around. You know, and the New York Knicks have not played well at home this postseason. They're undefeated on the road. They're 5-0 on the road this postseason. They are 1-2 at home. Not played well at Madison Square Garden. And Madison Square Garden is going to be rocking. It's going to be a madhouse tomorrow. If I didn't have to DJ this party that I was so looking forward to, I would love to be at the Garden. I would love to be at the Garden. But if you're the Knicks, because Boston going to come out ready. They're going to come out ready and play their unwatchable brand of basketball. And if them threes start going in, you better be ready to match them. But shout out to Mikal Bridges, the defense he's been playing. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, clutch player of the year. Shout out to the New York Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns, that's little cousin, Josh Hart, OG. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Keep it up. Beat them bastards. Moving along to the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets stunned the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 1, but then beat the dog shit out of them in Game 2. I saw that. I watched up until halftime. It was 80. Oklahoma City scored 87 points in Game 2 in the first half. I was like, God damn. I understand y'all was mad about choking away Game 1, but gee whiz, God damn. Jeez. So Game 3 is tonight in Denver, and that should be interesting to see because Denver did steal home court. So this is, you got your two front runners for MVP in this game, Shea and Jokic. So that should be very interesting to see. But I mean, Oklahoma City beat Game 2, like when that's how you kick somebody's ass when you're mad. When you're mad about losing, that's how you beat somebody's ass. And the other series, both Western Conference series in the second round are tied at 1 because the Minnesota Timberwolves avenged their Game 1 loss to the Golden State Warriors, a game in which Steph Curry, Game 1, he got hurt, hamstring. This is big. I was telling some of my high schoolers when I was driving them on the bus today, I said, yo, you have to understand, grade 1 sprain. He's out at least a week. Y'all play 3. He's a Warriors fan. I said, y'all play 3 games in that time period. You have to win at least 1. Jimmy Butler, I need you to show up, my guy, because the thing about it is the Minnesota Timberwolves have not been playing well at all. Anthony Edwards said that Minnesota's really struggled offensively since Game 4 against the Lakers. So they need to Golden State has to come away with 1. If you're Minnesota, that's a bloody shark. That's blood and infested waters. Leisha, hey, what up, Leisha? Hey, hope you like the shirt. New digs. Kia made it. She did her thug thistle. Yo, I'm gonna need y'all to come on. I'm gonna need you to come on and bring Courtney. The school year is almost over. We got to check up and make sure that our favorite freshman. We know our favorite freshman is doing her thing, but we need to talk to our favorite freshman about her wrap up of the school year. Yeah, y'all need to come on here, and y'all can come on here today if you want. It's no problem. I am introducing a new segment today called What the Hell. This is not replacing conspiracy theories. I would love to still do conspiracy theories with Robert Chandler. Oh, she's on a trip to DC. Okay, well, I hope she gets back safe. But how about next Friday? We chop it up. I think that would be awesome. But hey, I would love to still do conspiracy theories. I'm not saying conspiracy theories is over. No, by no means. And I would love to still do that segment with Rob. But I mean, what I said about Rob last week, I meant it, because this is meant to be fun. This is meant to be fun. Okay. And it's nothing wrong with having inquisitive information and teaching people things. And there's nothing wrong with having conspiracy theories about things. Shit, I have them all the time. But at the end of the day, this podcast is meant to be fun. And if you can't agree to disagree, no, you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything, Leash. But when, if you can't agree to disagree, without getting so much in your feelings, then, you just got to do what you got to do. But Leash didn't miss any. You didn't miss anything. But where was I? Okay, let me get back to basketball because I'm almost finished. If you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're wounded. You gotta get them. You have to get some good offensive. You have to play some good offensive basketball. Julius Randle was great last night at 24 points. Ant had 20, but you have to. You just have to show more consistency because Golden State is there to be taken. I mean, I honestly don't know who I want to win that series. It wouldn't surprise me to see either team go to the Western Conference Finals, because I think the team that's going to the finals is coming out of that Denver, Oklahoma City series. So the playoffs have been awesome. I can't even front. But speaking of basketball, and this has to do with relationship topics, Paul Pierce, who works for Fox Sports for FS1, ruffled a couple of feathers when he made a comment in regards to the sisters. Ooh, and in today's society, you can't say much about the sisters, even if you agree with them. And I'm not saying I do. But Paul Pierce, this is what he said. Paul Pierce named the truth. Here we go. Motherfuckers on here is like, okay, finally, this is what I came for. Yes. All right. Paul Pierce says NBA players date white women because they hold themselves accountable and apologize more.
The catty, the quicker they fuck. The girl them a take out the cocky face up, so me give them the boss that carry the reverse. Me cocky they smell like it up at the most. The girl them a fling up the pussy for us. Me never buy pussy, them give me features. Girl open like, but me still leave it because the girl them we take with the hip on the.
You see it for yourself. Paul Pierce says NBA players date Caucasian women more because they hold themselves accountable and apologize more. Well, I'm not an NBA player, so I don't know. I mean, like I said, I know that would ruffle some feathers. Hey, come on now, somebody in the chat, give me an opinion on that. Tell me something good, okay? You hear me knocking, nigga? Paul Pierce said NBA players date white women because they, quote, hold themselves accountable and apologize more. Oops. Yeah, I guess that brought a scream out. Well, Now, that's tough to say because, again, I'm not an NBA player, but I will say this. This is what I'll say, and I'm saying this as a black man, not as somebody who, and look, I'm not as somebody who, no, I'm just saying this as a black man. There has been an ongoing attack, and anybody can agree to disagree. There's been an ongoing attack on African American males, particularly masculinity, particularly heterosexual African American males. I mean, come on. What did I say a couple of weeks ago about the rapper Dolce, who said that heterosexual African American men is a red flag? I mean, why would you say that about your own people? So if anybody says that what Paul Pierce said is out of bounds, I'm not going to say it's out of bounds. I'm going to say that's just his opinion. Do I agree? I don't know, because I've never dated a white woman before. I don't know. Now, I just know that the rules are different when it comes to black males, particularly with white women, particularly with masculinity, particularly the rules are different. I don't know what it's like to date a white woman because I've never dated outside the black community. And I don't mean any disrespect when I say what I'm about to say. But I've never dated outside the black community, yet I sit here today single. Do what you want with that. And I mean no disrespect to anybody. That's not a shot at anybody. That's just the actual facts. So, do I agree with what Paul Pierce said? I don't know. All I know is that I've heard similar comments from other famous people in regards to that very topic. Comedians have said things about it. Athletes have said things about it. Actor, you have your pros and cons to everything. You have your pros and cons to everything. So again, when I see a comment like this, where NBA players date white women because they hold themselves accountable and apologize more, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. What's up, Erica? I don't know what to make of it. Like I said, I've never dated outside the black community before. Yet I sit here today a single man. Now that does, I mean, when I say I'm single, I'm looking at everybody in terms of women. I'm looking at everybody. I'm not famous. So ain't nobody coming with no bullshit a case against me. That's nice, Erica. That's nice. I'm looking at everybody. And it's not because, and it's one thing that I do notice, that when, black guys, who have dated black women for a long time and then they go and date another race, well, in particular, white women, is, oh, you've given up on the sisters. and some dudes will be like, yeah, that's not my MO. No, not at all. Mm-mm. I haven't given up on anybody. I just may try something different though. I haven't given up on anybody. No, not at all. I look at several cases that involve famous black men when it involves them dating a Caucasian woman, and that has not ended well for them. That has not ended well for them. But let me say this. There are fucked up individuals in every ethnicity on this planet. Okay? There are black people, white people, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, out of every ethnicity that's sitting here on planet Earth, they are fucked up individuals alongside of them. I'm just saying, because I saw a comment on Facebook a couple of weeks ago where it said, gay black men and men who date white women have the same energy. That's about the dumbest shit one of the dumbest posts I've ever heard. You talking about somebody who was really butthurt about something bad that happened in your life, and I sincerely apologize. For whatever bad happened in your life, I am not saying your name, but for whatever bad happened in your life, whoever messed you over in your life, I'm shame on them. But that is one of the most ignorant ass statements that I have ever read on Facebook. And I've read some dumbass comments on Facebook. I have made some dumbass comments on Facebook. That is right there. That is in the Mount Rushmore of dumbass comments on Facebook. Because I would need examples of that. Somebody's feelings is just hurt. Just like the chick who's filing a lawsuit on Shannon Sharp. That bitch feelings is hurt. So I have seen where things have gone horribly, horribly wrong. I have seen relationships that are in the same ethnicity where things have gone horribly, horribly wrong. But what I will say, and I don't give a fuck if it's an uncomfortable conversation for some people to listen to, the rules are different for black men. It just is. And I will reference one more time the Shannon Sharp situation. Shannon Sharp, the only thing I believe he's guilty of is stupidity. For one, messing with OnlyFans. Good God, please stop. I would encourage any man, I don't care what color you are, stop messing with OnlyFans, please. That shit is a weapon. That is a magnet for trouble. Please stop messing with OnlyFans. Do yourself a favor. Is it that hard for you to bag a chick that you got to go to OnlyFans, which is like this? Is like this. The difference between OnlyFans and actual prostitution is about this much difference. So I would just say, please cut it out. Stop it. But you know, Shannon Sharp messing with an OnlyFans chick who's 19 years old and him being 54 at the time, you know, it's, oh my God, why? Yet we have head coach Bill Belichick, who's 74 years old, and his girlfriend, 73 years old, and his girlfriend is 23 years old. Nobody says nothing about that. Again, the rules change when it comes to African American males. I'm not saying that because I'm not. Well, Brandon, you're playing the race card again. No, I'm not. I'm commenting on what I see. I'm commenting on what I see. I am. And I will make this statement also. The Me Too movement is full of shit. Because I was a supporter of the Me Too movement at first. But then when I see exactly they're picking and choosing who they want to know, you're full of shit. Organizations like that cannot be biased. Organizations like that cannot be biased. I don't give a fuck where or who your money's coming from. You can't be biased. If you're biased, then you ain't legit. To me, that's just my humble opinion. So, as far as Paul Pierce's comment goes, you will have your black men who are with a white woman or another ethnic woman who can be happy as a pig in slop. And you will find somewhere you will have the controversy. And one of the things that I've noticed is how when a black man dates a Caucasian woman, the vitriol the black man will get. But do you see the same vitriol for a black woman when they date outside of their race, a Caucasian man? No, you do not. You do not see that type of vitriol. No, you don't. You don't. Just like Kia told me something the other day in regards to Chopper. If you guys remember Chopper from Making the Band. He said in an interview with Art of Dialogue, this is just another example of how the rules are different when it comes to men, particularly black men. Chopper said that around 2003, he did something nasty with Eve, the rapper Eve from Relay of the Rough Riders. And I'm like, 2003, huh? In 2003, Eve was 25 years old. In 2003, Chopper was 15. That he gave her fellatio, and then he went in for a couple of pumps, and then she was like, so when the technicality is he smashed. And again, do you hear anything about, wow, Eve did something with a 15-year-old? No, you won't. And I don't care if it was back in 2003 or not. But let the roles have been reversed. Let the roles have been reversed. And that was a 25-year-old male rapper and a 15-year-old singer. And oh my God, because the rules are different. People don't like to hear that, but people hate it. But people hate hearing things that make them uncomfortable, especially if it has the possibility of being true. Because let me tell you something. There is just as many female predators out there as there are men. There are just as many female people out there who will do something with a young chick. Like I said, what was this, a couple of weeks ago? What's the chick name? Gosh, she was in fucking the movie with Eddie Murphy, the Christmas movie. Hold up, I'm gonna find it. Candy Cane Lane. She was in Candy Cane Lane. What's her name? Chick in her 50s. She just came out public and was saying how she only sleeps with younger dudes. Not saying that I'm not saying that she's saying that she's sleeping with underage dudes, but she said that she only sleeps with younger dudes. Tracy Ellis Ross. That's your name. I knew I was gonna find you with your fine old ass. You know, the game is different for us. Just a couple of weeks ago, Tracy Ellis Ross goes live on a podcast and says how and brags about how she only has sex with younger guys. Good for you. That's pretty much the sentiment. But If the situation's reverse, you're like, you're a weirdo. You're a creep. Really? I'm just saying, let's call shit, let's place shit down the middle. Let's place it down the middle. We cannot be biased. But we continue to be biased. Like I said, black man, white woman, oh, how dare you? Well, when it don't work out, don't come back over to our team. Huh? White man, black woman, crickets. Crickets. Oh, look how happy Kamala Harris look with her husband. Crickets. Crickets. Why? And the funny part is that there's no response from nobody when even now on the chat. There's nothing from nobody. I'm just pointing out the fucking obvious. Now, when I hear about cases like Jonathan Majors, I'm like, it to me, and I'm gonna tell you something. That didn't help. Her ethnicity didn't help. But to me, women like that, and there are women like that in every ethnicity. But when it comes to a famous black person whose star is ascending and may not be doing things the way it is traditionally done, a woman like that, person like that, they are put in your life. They are planted in your life. They are getting instructions. That is their job. Somebody has put them in that position to make said man feel comfortable enough to, first of all, tell all your business to, and get them right where we need them. So, boom, we can get them in a scandal. And Jonathan Majors ran away. He ran away. He's on camera running from this bitch. And still, he was seen to be in the wrong. Are you kidding me? Is that happening with a Caucasian counterpart in Jonathan Majors' position? I ain't heard about it. You can say Weinstein and Epstein all you want, but that's all you got. That's all you heard. Because their shit gets covered up. I'm not trying to play the race card, but why is it every time you hear about some fucking scandal, it comes from one of my people? But then you can use that, see, but worst thing to say, see, he messing with that white girl. Maybe. Or he messing with a person who was put in that position because a plot has been put on his demise. Could be. Could be. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It sounds crazy enough to be true. Put that for your motherfucking conspiracy theories, Necros. That's all I'm saying. What? Put that in your conspiracy theories, Necros. Hi, baby. You don't have to go, honey. It is Friday. You don't have to go to bed. You don't fit in your TV? I'm sorry, baby. I'll figure something out. Just leave it down here. But you don't have to go to sleep, honey. It's Friday. Huh? Okay. Because your brother did? You're so beautiful. You copy your brother so much. It's the natural younger sibling thing. It's all right, baby. It's all right. But yeah, that's just, like I said, people don't like hearing the goddamn truth, bruh. Or people don't like hearing something that makes them uncomfortable. Well, Paul Pierce is a funny ass dude. I fuck with Paul Pierce because he don't hesitate. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He will say what is on his mind. He will say whatever is on his mind. Go ahead. Come on, say hi to the people. Come here.
Hi.
What's your name, young lady?
My name is London.
Huh?
My name is London.
London what?
London Bria Towns.
Say it loud.
London Bria Towns.
What grade are you in, London Bria Towns?
Third.
What school do you go to, London Bria Towns?
Holiday Elementary.
Holiday Elementary. What's your teacher's name, London Bria Towns?
Miss Adams.
Miss
Adams.
Are you a good student?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you a troublemaker?
No.
I don't know. I heard different. I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Do you like school?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you love school?
I love school.
Why do you love school? What's your favorite part of school? Hey, don't leave my charger alone. Come here. Come on. No, you're not done yet. What's your favorite part of school, mamas? Look at the camera.
Math.
No, not your favorite subject. What's your favorite part about school? What do you enjoy doing most in school?
Recess.
Recess. Hey, what's your favorite thing to do at recess?
To play with my friends.
I mean, is there a specific game you like to play? What? What is it? What could it be?
Kahoot.
Called what?
Kahoot.
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 How do you play Kahoot?
It's like when you.
Okay, face the camera. There you go. You want to be an actress? You got to get used to a camera. Okay.
It's like when you answer.
Speak up.
It's like when you answer a question and you get it right, you'll get some points. So when you get it wrong, you'll have to try again and answer another question. If you get it right, you'll get points.
Okay. Hey, Gabby, tell David to bring his black ass on here. Okay, and that's called Kahoot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's your favorite game to play at recess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, do you want to take the DS upstairs and play it? It's right there on the couch. Go get it. Right there on the couch. Okay. It's been charging, dude. I mean, baby. Trust me. It's charged up. What? Well, this is some malarkey. What happened to this? All right, damn. I'm going to charge that up again. Damn. My bad, dog. I mean, baby, girl. Yeah, baby, go ahead. But you don't have to fall asleep, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to go to sleep, all right?
Okay.
It's Friday. Okay. You stay up as long as you want.
Okay.
All right? What you like? You like the shirt?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, baby cakes. Oh, shit. Look at it. Old bastard. Yay, old black mother, shut your mouth. I tell you, these old niggas out here. Where do you get these old niggas from? Gabby, I want to show you this. I want to show you this quote. No, never mind. I done got off of that. Never mind. It's about what Paul Pierce said about. Yeah. Anyway, before we go to this new segment called "What the Hell," let's watch some NNN. You know, my favorite source of news.
Welcome to another installment of NNN, where we give it to you straight, no chaser. LeBron James, LeChoke, and Luka need some cardio work. Doncic, they out in 5. Shannon Sharp, you was right. Lakers in 5. Out in 5. Yeah. Now make a whole new team. Get rid of LeBron, and you might get a couple of Laker fans back.
Hello.
Also in the news, racism is alive and well in these continental United States. Mr. Hinton, that's what I call it, Mr. Hinton. That motherfucker is a G and a hero. I don't give a He went and shot the cop that shot his son the very next day and got the right one. He didn't just waste no bullets. That motherfucker said, you did it, you dead. My son dead, you dead. Now, you can go and take that up with God because you ain't good down here. So you go and talk to him upstairs and let him decide where he's going to send you for your permanent resident. And I think it's going to be downstairs. Yeah. So I applaud that brother because I got 8 sons, man. Some have the mind. Yeah, I don't do your age. Eye for an eye, 2 for a 2. Taking my son, I can do life in the penitentiary. I don't give a So, Mr. Hinton, we wishing you the best. I know they gave you a no parole for 72 hours. Just put up your defense, man. You was in a blind rage, man. I seen you in the courtroom. You still motherfucking in a blind rage. And, that's a self-defense clause right there, blind rage. Hey, you're not responsible for how you react when you're in a blind rage. You understand me? So there it is. So, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Okay, now I want to ask, oh boy. Hey, chat. You just heard this man was convicted in court. He killed a cop the cop killed this man's son, and he turned back around and he killed this cop. Do you think that this man was in the right? Well, taking a life is never right. 2 wrongs don't make it right. But can you understand where this man is coming from? Because I'm with Eddie Griffin. That man is a hero, especially if the son was killed unarmed and unjustly. I'm sorry. Somebody got to teach these goddamn crooked ass police a lesson. That you think you can just go ahead and shoot somebody, particularly a black man, just because you got that gun and that badge. No, somebody need to teach these bitch ass niggas a lesson. And I'm not saying that I wish death on anybody because I don't. But that father sitting in that courtroom, I understand. What'd you say, Gabby? You said this ain't the first time that Ohio cops have done this? Well, damn. This may be a note to self to stay the hell out of Ohio. That's Dave Chappelle country. That's LeBron James land. Ohio. My goodness gracious. What is going on here? So that's crazy. But of course, I feel sorry, of course, for the son who unfortunately is no longer with us. I mean, again, that's some bullshit, but that's some cop shit, though. That's what that is. That's some cop shit. Thank y'all for taking this walk with me getting another cup of 80 proof. And right now, I'm refilling up the ice tray. I know this seems to be real ghetto, but hey, it is what it is. If they want to take it there, you heard me. All right? It is what it is. Yes. 80 proof. 80 proof. That god dang it all. 80 proof. Let's go back to the video.
Shooting my sons. Talking about he had a gun. He dropped the damn gun. I don't give a fuck if he did have a gun. And how many of you young white children you see with guns and y'all just tase them, take them down gently, and still everybody's alive when you get somebody white. As soon as somebody black, he dug a booger. I had to shoot him. Looked like he was grabbing a gun. Who carries a gun in their goddamn nostrils? Sons of bitches.
Come on,
wasn't a Christian. There's this little thing going on online talking about 100 men versus 1 gorilla. Who do you think would win? That gorilla gonna get his ass whooped. Period. Because there's a lot of gorilla-looking niggas running around here, and gorilla-looking honkies, and gorilla-looking and gorilla-looking everything. All right, cut that. I just went racist like a motherfucker. Well, I think that gorilla gonna get his ass whooped. My Uncle Curtis, God rest his soul. He was working at the Kansas City Zoo, and there was this gorilla named Big Man. And he was charged for cleaning the cage, and then Big Man tried to charge him. And Uncle Curtis bucked up and tagged him in the mouth. That gorilla sat back down. He finished cleaning the cage. So I think, you know, most of them just vibrato, you know, just trying to scare you, you know. But if they get a hold of you, they can rip you apart. But 100 men, I don't think that really gonna stand a chance. You know what I mean? A couple of them gonna be gay, and they're gonna f the gorilla in the booty, and then, you know, that gorilla just gonna turn film to film, and that's it. Then they gonna make love and have little gay gorilla babies. Yeah, they talking about 100. I don't know about 100 men, but one white bitch could get him. You don't believe me? Ask King Kong, ask Shannon Sharp, ask Tiger Woods, ask OJ, ask Bill Cosby. One white will f that gorilla up. And I know that to be a fact. That mother. Where my white bitch? Where my white bitch? King Kong climbed on top of buildings looking for his wife. I need my white bitch. Swam across the ocean to find his white bitch. Took bullets all on top of the building for that white bitch. I don't know. I think the gorilla might kill about 75 of them. I don't know. That gorilla still gonna get his ass whooped. You know what I mean? One of them gonna choke that motherfucker. Just, you know, but he got hands for feet, so he ain't playing fair. He can choke 4 motherfuckers at the same goddamn time, and then bite the head off a mother. What'd you say they bite force was? 1,300 per square inch? Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a rough one. Hey, let's get 100 motherfuckers go and challenge them, because I don't know. I don't know. I put my money on the human beings, you know, because brains will usually overstand bronze. So yeah, a couple of them smart motherfuckers gonna figure out how to get him. If you do the two finger push up like Bruce Lee, just snatch that jugular out his neck and let him bleed on out. You know, there's ways you can bite that motherfucker to death. 100 motherfucking human bites is worse than one motherfucking 13,000 pound per square inch bite. So yeah, bite the motherfucker to death.
All right. I don't know where to go with that. I have heard about this 100 men versus one gorilla. It depends on the type of men that you get, I guess. I don't know. But the gorilla gonna take a couple of them motherfuckers out. Promise you that. Ooh. Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit! Run, bitch, run!
100 men versus one gorilla, but I tell you, one motherfucking large nigga against 20 to 25 minutes, y'all couldn't stand a chance. That motherfucker was knocking wigs and weaves off. BBLs were flying out their butt cheeks. I swear to God, that nigga was doing
damn.
Now you can see how ugly they really are. Damn, he just hit all the makeup off their face. Them motherfuckers turn around. Yeah. Ladies, just stay in your lane. God made y'all soft, beautiful creatures, because after a hard day at work, a man want to come home to something soft. Don't no man want to come home to a hard bitch. Talking about how was your day? How was your day? You hungry? Cook me something. You know, get out of here. Be gentle. That's what you're designed to do. That's why I gave you soft ass, soft titties, soft lips. Now put them to work and suck my dick.
Hey, this nigga wild. Bruh. That nigga wild. Are you serious, Lomar? You see that shit? That nigga crazy. That's wild. Hey, that's wild. That nigga said, put him to work. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you see that shit, boy? That's crazy as a bit. Hey, Ro, come here. Oh, that's funny as shit. I can't even front. That is funny as shit. Hey, dude. They finally got your physical science grade up. Come here. Finally got your physical science grade up. There you go.
C+.
That's a C minus.
Oh, C minus.
That's all right though. Keep it up. Don't let it go below this. You can raise it up, but don't let it go below this. You see your grades for this last 9 weeks?
They're amazing.
They are amazing. They are amazing. 4 A's, 2 B's, and a C. This is his grades for the last 9 weeks of the school year. We challenged him, and he's responding like a champ. 4 A's, 2 B's, and a goddamn C. That's right. That's right. Next stop, high school.
Yep.
Hey, we still got 3 weeks left. Stay focused. All right? Stay focused. That's right. You're getting shout outs on the podcast. They're saying, go, Roman.
Thank you, everybody.
No, come in and say that. No. You come in, you say that. You come in, you look at them in the face, and you say,
thank you, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. He has to go to school tomorrow. He has to go to school tomorrow to make sure we keep them tight. We're going to school tomorrow to raise that C minus to a C plus or a B. Ain't that right? All right.
And this is the last Saturday school I'm having.
That ain't the point. That ain't the point. But yes, we're going to school tomorrow to raise that C up, to try to raise it up to a B. Ain't that right? This is the last Saturday school you're having. But keep you responding like a champ. I'm proud of you. Okay, I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Okay.
We got a couple more weeks. That's it. All right, and it looks like we're gonna avoid summer school. And next stop,
high school.
High school. God damn, where did time go? High school. All right. I mean, look. Let's see. What time is it? It's 9:33. No, you good. You can still chill. You still chill.
All right.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Let's go back to N. That's my boy. All right. That's my boy.
Welcome back to NNN, where we give it to you straight, no chasing. You ever run into a female that says, "I ain't done this in a long time, and just go gentle because it's so tight. I ain't done it in a long time." Yeah, check it out.
Man, take that shirt off, girl.
I just haven't did this in such a long time. So you gotta go slow.
They call me Mr. Nice and Slow.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, that's what they call me. You get up and give me this nice long slow. Man, what the fuck are you?
Yeah,
Where am I?
man, you in a hole.
I'm in a put.
Yeah, you're in a hole.
She said that's what time she
Been tight, she ain't did it in a long time. Yeah. Look what shit, you might as well chill. I got Netflix.
You got your phone down?
I was gonna record,
Oh,
but
help!
she ain't gonna hear.
Help!
I didn't call the phone and everything. Hang it up. On phone and work.
Yeah. So she says it's tight, and it's been a while. That's sloppy. It's Grand Canyon. You're going to fall in and meet a couple of more that's trapped in that. This has been a public service announcement from One That with Griffin. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hey, I'm so glad he went upstairs before that shit came on. Oh, boy. Ma'am, we have a reason to believe you're hiding someone in the bus. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Have I been canceled yet? Have I been canceled yet? Oh, boy.
It's so tight. Just be gentle. Help! Welcome back to NNN. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, like, subscribe. All you know what to do. Say it every damn week. Shit, y'all know. Oh, I'd like to thank you. We just busted 500,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate y'all. And since we at the 500,000, let's go on and push for that million. You understand me? Which we should have been a long time ago. YouTube, cock blocking. Thanks for taking the cock block off. The numbers is moving again.
Eddie, I'm dealing with that problem now.
In Arizona, the speedboat took flight like a jet airplane, and it flipped over and it crashed into the water, and nobody died because white people could survive in the water. That's why nobody died, because I don't know what it is about them. They just got automatic float systems or something. But nobody died. If it had been two niggas, we'd have drowned quick, fast, in a hurry. But, you know, we wouldn't even be in a speedboat doing 200 miles an hour to begin with. But, you know, white people, y'all got a sense of adventure that niggas just have not found. Thank God. These motherfuckers, I don't know who did it, because, you know, the story didn't say which company is behind this, but they got a miniature robot that you can see. It looks like a little tiny spider on the side of a fucking penny. Take a look.
They built a robot the size of a grain of salt. That's the U.S. penny. And that's the fucking robot, y'all. It's the world's smallest remote control robot at 0.02 inches, y'all.
I mean, what the and a laser runs it. Does it have a little tiny camera on it? That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all done did too much with these cameras now. These little robots and AIs is gonna take them motherfuckers over and they'll get in your ear and then it's explode and your head blow up or something. It's gonna be weaponized. Trust and believe that. If a white boy touches it, it's gonna turn it to a weapon. Yeah, they got their bugs. You know what I mean? Yeah, two can play that game. Got your little miniature, your little white boy, spider bug, camera shit. Well, I've been in the lab. Yeah. Roaches, robot roaches. We got the nigga bots. Now, these bots, they crawl, they sit on top of the food, they spy on the wall, they hang up, they hang your phone up, they everywhere. Come on down to the hood. We gonna spy on your ass too. Just drive by, toss a couple in your car, see what you're up to. So you think your wife cheating on you, huh? Got you one of these bots, and you can just hang out on the wall and watch her get her ass thrashed. And then you just pull out the USB cord, that's with a little egg part in the back. So you USB, upload that shit, and you got her ass. Then you blackmail the stanky, get all the checks, or you know, you just divorce them, take the house and her car. The stanky got busted by the bot roach. On sale now. Go to nnn.com.
Everybody need one of them.
Before
Everybody need one of them. Everybody need a little nigga bot. I'm just saying. That's just my personal opinion.
white people came to Africa, we had all the gold, all the diamonds, all the land. Now we got all the Bibles. And they got all the gold, all the diamonds, all the land. Somebody got game.
They enjoy saying it every year in their economic surveys. Burkina Faso is the poorest country. Mali is the poorest country. Niger is the poorest country. We are ranked among the last. Very well. If we are as poor as they say, but when the time came to take responsibility, we asked these masters to leave. Why don't they want to leave? When we take the case of Niger, for over 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy for themselves.
Well, if they so poor, why are all you European countries over there? Why y'all sending motherfucking spies trying to kill the brothers since they so poor? But every time y'all list the richest to the poorest company, every African nation is the poorest goddamn country on earth. Ain't that a bitch? When we got all the riches, all the natural resources that supplies the Western world with the money that y'all floss in our faces. Ain't that about it? Times are changing. Ibrahim Traoré, I hope I said the brother's name right, but you know, if I didn't, my apologies go out to you, brother. Keep doing what you doing, and keep the family and the team around you close, because they go on your ass real good. Shit, shit. They got Gaddafi, and nigga, God willing, they will not get you, and Africa shall unite and become the richest nation on earth as it was before the beginning. You see I said before the beginning? Because the beginning is white people got typewriters and they wrote history. So, now before their beginning, Africa shall always be the richest, because it is the largest continent on earth. Don't let them fool you by this goddamn globe, some bullshit. Africa, you can fit every other motherfucking continent and nation inside of Africa and still have some room. That's all I'm saying. Before we get the fuck up out of here, there's a lot of injustice going on around the world. And you Europeans need to sit down and do some introspective and figure out why most of the injustice is coming from y'all. But y'all turn a blind eye when we ask for justice. So sometimes we gotta take justice into our own hands. Just like Mr. Hinton did for his beautiful son, rest in peace, Ryan Hinton. Good night. Till next week, I'm out.
All right. Hey, look, I love NNN. It is my favorite source for news. It's funny, but it's insightful. You know, it may make some people uncomfortable, but you know what? We're at a point in time where uncomfortable conversations is what the beep we need to have. Okay? I'm just saying. That is what we need to have. So now I'm gonna have to let's see. I'm gonna have to send the invite out so we can get to the next segment of the show. And I have been saying this all night that we're gonna have a new segment of the show. And again, not replacing conspiracy theories, because conspiracy theories, I love conspiracy theories. But it's just we have to do we gotta see where that's going. But yeah, you agree with that, Lomar? Yeah, man. We're at a point in time and this time of life where we need to have these uncomfortable conversations, because most of what lie and rest in history books are bullshit. You know, that's the best way I can say it. Bullshit. Let me make sure that somebody ain't asleep. Hold on, I need a nigga break right quick. Hey, you won't. Oh, I was making sure you won't sleep. You get my message. Okie dokie, working on it. Oh, I got you. Okay, my bad. All right, but yeah, most of what was in these history books are bullshit. History, aka his story. I mean, I think that should be one class that should be an option to take in school. That's just my personal opinion. The option should be, because history is, I mean, what's in the curriculum is simply not accurate. It's been put in the books to push a narrative that, again, simply is kind of, I don't know. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Let's see. Backyard. Ah, here we go. Here we go. All right. Oh, wow. We've been in here over an hour. Okay. You want to know some bullshit? Look, now, y'all know I'm a boxing fan. Y'all know I'm a true blue boxing fan. And one of my favorite fighters ever, his name is Manny Pacquiao. I haven't missed a fight that this dude has had. Jeez Louise. I mean, he hasn't fought since 2021, but I have not missed a fight that this guy has had probably since 2004. Now, he's been retired. He's in the Filipino Senate, but this motherfucker decides he want to come out of retirement and fight for a championship. And he can only pull this off because he's popular. But he wants to do that on my birthday. We'll get back to that soon. Hello, how you doing? Oh, I what you was working on. I get it.
Greetings.
Yeah, I get what you was working on. I get it. Nice picture.
Thank you.
Now, look, when the show started, I gave you your flowers, gave you your love, of course, because, I'm showing off one of the new shirts, along with the logo.
Let me see.
Huh?
Look good.
Yeah.
Look like it's glowing.
No, that's the light from the camera, but it
know.
fits good. It fits good. It feels good. It's a awesome shirt, and it's gotten many compliments.
Awesome.
And all of the compliments go to you because you did it.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't know if you've been watching, but I sat here and I interviewed London.
Wow. No, I was not watching.
I did. I was interviewing London.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was quite adorable.
That's hilarious.
Then I had Roman down here because we were talking about his grades because his physical science teacher finally updated his grades.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I said, that's right. We ain't messing around. Next stop, high school. But
period.
I told him, I said, we got 3 more weeks to go. Keep eyes on the prize. And he's kicked ass and taken names this last 9 weeks. I'm telling you.
For sure.
I told him, I'm announced the grades one more time. 4 A's, 2 B's, and a C. That's where we at right now.
No, that's right, baby.
That's where we at right now. Yeah. You said, that's right, baby. You talking about Roman?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
4 A's, chorus, PE, better be motherfucking chorus, but English and social studies. Yeah.
That's what's up.
That is definitely what's up. So how are you doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, you've been sipping on that French brandy.
Living my rich bitch life. Pinky up.
I'm weak.
French brandy and whatnot. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, look, in case y'all didn't know, Ciroc has come out with a new drink, and it's French brandy, and it's really good. It is really good. But we are starting now, as I've been talking about this all night. This is a brand new segment in this show, and it is called What the Hell? This is a brand new segment in this show because I'm like, you know what? We need to get back to the roots of Sports Plus Life, and that is fun and funny and silly. But we can still talk about real life. We can still be insightful, but that's what we do. You can vent. We supply the platform for anybody to vent, talk about whatever they want to talk about. But the main idea of the show is to have fun. So, 3 stories. What the hell? Okay. Oh boy. I feel like some music should be played in the background while we're talking about this. What do you think?
Why not?
Okay, I feel like some music. Okay, let's see. All right. Let's see. How we feeling? Let's see. What are we doing? Okay, why not? Yeah. Now this isn't news music, but what'd you say, Coach? He said, I can tell this is about to be my favorite segment. Okay. A family in Connecticut came home from doing family shit, and they looked in their backyard and saw 2 black bears on their playground, but not in their backyard. 2 black bears in their backyard, but not only just in their backyard, they was using they were using the playground. You don't believe me? Check this out.
Oh my goodness.
He's looking at says Zuzu, he says.
This must be Zuzu's playset.
Is he gonna go down the slide? Oh my gosh. There he goes.
That boy, he went down his right little boy. He went down.
Oh goodness.
Let's watch this one more time.
Oh, he's looking at Zuzu, he says.
This must be Zuzu's playset.
Is he gonna go down the slide? Oh my gosh. There he goes.
That boy, he went down his right, little boy. He went down.
There's a couple of things I could say what the hell about to this segment right here. First of all, you can clearly tell that family is Caucasian. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Is he going to go down the slide? Look at him. Oh my God. Nigga. What's that comment you said, Lomar? What the fuck? It's supposed to be what the hell. WTH.
I change it from what the hell to hell nah. I'm on the first right? Animal control. Hello. Somebody better come get him.
Now, mind you, all of these comments that you're seeing come in from the chat are all from African Americans.
I got Yogi and Boo Boo in the back. I need help.
Right.
ASAP.
And look, and if animal control don't get there quick enough, and we have the weaponry to take care of it ourselves, nigga, that is getting taken care of ourselves. My goodness. Now, please, what other comments do you have on? I mean, now look. The mother's initial comments, I can understand. She said, "Oh my God." Here's that.
I mean, it just sounds about white. Sounds about white.
I'm weak, yo. That was funny. You didn't say it sounds about right. You said it sounds about white. And I swear, this is not a racist comment. But goddamn,
it's not. I'm so serious. That's straight up fucking white people shit.
That is funny.
Black people don't fuck around and find out like that. We don't. We really don't.
What happens if the bear decides to walk to the back door? Oh, look.
No, the thing is, though, what bears, they get familiar, right? So one minute they just looking at them. Next minute they want to come up close. Next minute they want to feed them. Next thing you know, you got fucking bears living in your house. No, thank you.
Exactly.
I will pass.
Oh, wow.
I will pass.
He's coming to the back door. Maybe we should give him some cupcakes.
Go get him a snack, Timmy. Like, no, we're not doing that.
And now that baby gonna grow up thinking it's okay for a bear to be in your goddamn backyard. Now, what I read was that in that area of Connecticut, that's not unfamiliar.
Okay, well, maybe they like
it is
foraging with the bears. I don't know. I mean, some people like to live on the wild side,
Okay. God bless you. All I can say is God bless you.
Damn.
So you said what? Lomar said I wouldn't even be filming it. No, I wouldn't be filming it neither, because I'd be on the phone with the goddamn police or animal control.
Exactly. Somebody better bring SWAT ASAP. I'm talking everybody.
And I'm like, look, I don't need the bear to die. I just need him to hell about my backyard. I'm not going to do it myself because, they could be aggressive. Oh, why? Like the motherfucker, I'm on the phone with the cop. The motherfucker just went down my slide.
Exactly. Like he's been frolicking there for a while. He went down the slide like he been there. Like he been there a few times. Like
the motherfucker just went down my slide. So let me paint you a picture, Mr. Officer.
Nah, I'm gonna need you to call Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Seuss, everybody.
I got a couple of registered firearms in this bitch. Y'all got 5 minutes. And
I don't know if it's illegal in VA for that. If you shoot bears, though, I don't know.
But when you on my property, you got a right to get your head blown off. God damn it!
I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, I'm with you on that because I tell the kids the same thing. Like
you
when
gotta,
we
they
out
gotta
in
have a
nature,
kid.
don't disturb nature. Let nature be when we
They
out
gotta,
in nature. But once nature enters into my home,
yeah,
it's all bets are off.
there was a baby in the background. That was a
Nature came to
baby.
me. I didn't come to nature.
There was a baby in the background.
Laughing and
And
giggling.
Goo
No, thank
laughing.
you.
Goo Gaga, he went down the slide.
Not my baby. Nope. Nope.
I felt, no, officer, I felt threatened. I have a young child. He had to go. Gotta go. Ain't nobody tell him to walk in my backyard. Ain't nobody
I mean,
tell
you got to
him.
think about it. Seriously. Even the United States government said that one of the greatest threats to all animal life is the being familiar with human beings.
I can
like
I can understand that. This is the same United States government that said the biggest threat to the country, United States, is the economic rise to power of black people. So fuck them. But
but look, I understand originally before all the shit hit the fan, God intended for us to be amongst, to be amongst the creatures.
Now, if that was a domesticated bear,
however, no, absolutely not.
Look, if that was a domesticated bear, like that was their bear.
How do you domesticate a bear?
Oh, you can domesticate any animal if you get them in there.
No, I disagree.
No, I mean you can domesticate a bear. We've seen lions and tigers and shit like that be domesticated. Wild felines and dogs be domesticated.
No, see, the thing about humans is that we tend to believe that we can tame a wild animal such as we would do with a dog or a cat.
I'm not saying that a wild
you cannot never domesticate a wild animal.
I'm not
you
saying
can get them to a level where they're comfortable.
Exactly.
And
where
they may not rip your head off.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can take away their natural animal instinct. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but you can get them to a point where they won't fuck you up. They may fuck somebody else up, but they won't fuck you up. So if I have a cub,
no, they may not fuck you up. You can't. There's no 100% guarantee that they won't. There's always a small chance.
There's a stronger likelihood that if you have them as a baby and you raise them and you're what they know, they're not going to lose their animal instinct. Of course not. But they ain't going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking Dr. Doolittle shit, but if somebody come in the house acting a fool, what have we always said about the animal test? Particularly when it comes to houses and shit like that. Like and they can tell that in somebody's spirit. Somebody run up in the house acting stupid. First of all, anybody run in your house and see you got a bear, they automatically they are on chill. Or they running out the fucking house. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, somebody come up in there acting stupid, and then said bear stands the fuck up, and you just sit there as the owner, just like
that bear. Yeah. No, fuck. First of all, no, ain't no way I can sleep peacefully knowing I got a big ass bear downstairs. Fuck that shit. Nope.
Oh, no. Who said I wouldn't have no damn bear sleeping in the house? Hell no.
But if somebody come to break in and they see a bear, that's obviously in the house.
Somebody break in, then the bear can come in the house.
Or
smart now.
What you do is you got a nice house, you got a big ass privacy fence. What you do is you just let the bear roam in the yard. That way, if anybody even get brave with it,
the only thing
they hear that fucking growl come out of nowhere in the darkness.
The only thing I would be worried about is, you'd have to have a fence where the bear couldn't get out. Because think about it, you ain't living in no goddamn subdivision where my neighbor. I ain't living in no subdivision where my neighbor has a bear.
Okay, first of all, with bears are like the ultimate apex predator. People like real talk sleep on bears, okay? Because bears can do a lot of things to get your ass. They can run fast, they can swim, and they can climb. Where are you running from? Every time we take the kids to Maymont Park, and y'all love to go see the Bears.
I
What I
love
do?
them.
What I do?
Well,
I'm like, all
thing.
right, that's nice. Take a picture. Let's keep it moving.
Well, it's the same.
Let's keep it moving.
And it's the same thing that I do every time you want to go look at a goddamn snake.
See So the difference is between bears and snakes. A snake.
I wasn't comparing.
Okay, most snakes can't kill me. Pretty much any bear can kill me, with the exception of maybe a koala bear, but maybe they'll mess me up real bad, right? But snake,
I don't think a cub can kill you unless you are.
At least the snakes I deal with could never kill me.
That's all right. I don't deal with none of them because any of them can kill me because I'll die.
No, they can't.
I'll die of a heart attack.
They say the snakes that I deal with, the ball pythons. In Africa they call them royal pythons. I love that. But they say that the bite of a ball python is about. It's not as bad as a paper cut. They say paper cuts hurt worse than the bite of a ball python. The thing that gets people is the speed in which they strike because they fast and it catch you off guard, but you don't even really feel it and you might bleed, but then you wipe it off and you good.
Lomar, you said I don't want no parts of them bears or no snakes. I don't want no parts of them neither, especially them goddamn snakes. You say y'all can have it. I ain't having shit.
Anybody looking for some bearded dragons? I got you. Anybody need some hognose snakes? I got you. Anybody need some red tail boas or ball pythons? I got you. Let me know.
Ain't no motherfucking reptile making foot and ain't no motherfucking reptile setting foot in my house.
Well, several have already set foot in your house.
Not in my house.
Not in that house.
Not in this house. Not in this motherfucker. No, ma'am. But anyway, to that situation with the damn bear in the backyard, we just gotta say, what the hell? On to our
second. No, I'm gonna say, oh hell no. Nah.
Well, I mean, of course. I mean, look, you say what the hell, and then oh hell no follows that. To the second story, in Alabama, somehow, someway, a kangaroo named Sarah got loose in Alabama. And they had to shut down part of a highway because of this kangaroo. They got loose in Alabama. Not making this up. You guys can see it. You guys can see it for yourself.
What the hell? Where are you going, buddy?
Hold up. Let me get off of this. That's Inside Edition before they block my ass.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Here we go.
A bunch of drivers were hopping mad when a distraction from down under caused a traffic jam on an Alabama freeway. That is a kangaroo, yes, caught after she was spotted weaving in and out of traffic in Macon County. 2 cars wound up crashing, and the roo, named Sheila, had to be tranquilized. But thankfully, nobody, including Sheila, got hurt. It turns out she got loose from a pumpkin patch and petting zoo down the road where she's kept as a family pet.
So wait a minute, you can keep a kangaroo? You can keep a kangaroo as a family pet?
It depends on the state. Each state have laws about certain animals. Like in Virginia, you can have you can look it up. In Virginia, they say you can have certain types of non-human primates. I don't know why they have to specify non-human and making you feel some type of way, but that's what it says. In Virginia, you can literally own some different types of non-human primates, so like monkeys and shit like that.
Let's check this.
What the?
Something must have got loose. They didn't stop it. They got cops all up and down the road.
What the hell?
See? What the hell?
Where are you going, buddy?
Wow. Absolutely not.
What the?
Something must have got loose. They didn't stop it. They got cops all up and down the road.
What the hell? Where are you going, buddy?
I'm willing to bet that those people driving that car are Caucasian. Where are you going?
Sounds about right.
Hey,
Sounds
Henderson,
about
he
right.
had me until he said, "Buddy."
See, the thing about it is one thing I've noticed, and it could just be if you believe in like evolution and shit like that, it could just be like evolution and how we evolved as a race, right? But when you look at how comfortable people of European descent tend to be with wild animals in comparison to African Americans, it's crazy. And I think, and you would think, I mean, is it because we come from Africa with all the wild animals? Like we
No, I
gotta,
think
you know, we gotta be on.
No, you would probably think because we come from Africa that we would be more comfortable with the wild animals.
But the thing about it is, all right, and let's take kangaroos for example.
And
like
they from
kangaroos,
Australia.
they're savages though.
I
Like
know
I've
that.
seen a lot of videos of kangaroos trying to drown dogs in the lake, luring people out into the lake, holding their dogs hostage to lure a person in the lake to try to drown them.
Damn, a kangaroo.
Kangaroos would just sit in the listen. Kangaroos will literally just sit in the middle of water, waiting for someone to swim out and drown their asses. I swear, look it up. It's insane. It's insane.
I'd rather not.
They're savages. Who would want one as a pet?
Apparently, those people. Well, I've seen kangaroo. There've been kangaroo. There's been kangaroos that's been bought to skip with. So I've seen one in person. I've actually pet a kangaroo.
When they kick you, they can literally disembowel you.
Oh, I know.
Like
I know. But you can't tell that to that passenger. Where are you going, buddy?
I mean, I feel like in the moment it'd be a cool thing to see, but like,
man, look,
when you think about it, it would make me feel some type of way on my everyday commute, knowing that somebody let their goddamn kangaroo loose. Like, now I got to worry about when I'm walking my dog. You know, I got to be on the lookout. Wow.
You see that domesticated lion right there?
Absolutely not.
Do you see? Do you see this right?
That looked like a wild lion hugging a snack.
That ain't no damn snack.
The special bonds between humans and animals can sometimes be just as strong as a friendship between humans.
Now, let me get off of this before they block me. But you see that domesticated lion, right? You saw that, right? I'm just saying. No. And it said lion reunite, which means the lion had been in the wild for a while, but he remembered his human parents.
What I would say is to each his own, okay? If you want to own a fucking lion, by all means. If there was
Mike Tyson on the tiger. Mike Tyson on the white tiger.
Congratulations, okay? That's all I got to say to him. That's all I got to say to him. If I was to ever own a big, quote unquote, big cat, I feel like the cats that would least likely kill me would probably be a cheetah. I could do a cheetah. I could do a cheetah. They're not as big as the big cats. They're long and slinky. They're fast as shit. They can run you down, but they're less likely to eat you. They're very playful. They're super cute. And they don't growl. They have these little chirps.
All right,
they got these small
go ahead, get a cheetah and find out. Go ahead, get a cheetah and find out.
No. I said if. If God decides that that's my purpose in life, then I will take that challenge on. If God decides that's for me, then I will gladly accept my duty.
Go ahead.
But until then, I'm good. I'm good.
What you gonna name your cheetah?
If I was gonna name my cheetah, I would name it Raja. That shit would be sweet. Raja.
You know what I'd name it? Inmate.
What?
I'd name it cheetah Inmate.
Inmate.
Yep. Because it's gonna be an animal jail after it eats your ass up.
What a lot of people don't know though is like also it is dependent on your state too, but sometimes you may be able to get away with it on a federal level. But if you got a thing for wild animals and you really want to have a lot of wild animals, what you do is you get a bunch of fucking land, you designate it as a wildlife sanctuary,
Oh, so you write it
nonprofit, all that type of shit. You go, but you gotta get your licenses. There are certain licenses that you have to have in order for the state or the government to even consider. Okay, just like, for example, people who live in neighborhoods with HOAs and stuff like that. So let's say, for example, you're a type of person that want to grow a bunch of shit in your yard, but you in an HOA and they like, no, we don't want all that stuff or whatever. You can go and designate, if you plant a bunch of native plants like Virginia plants and stuff like that attract native Virginia pollinators and stuff to your yard, you can designate it and you can have whatever the fuck you want in your yard. You plant whatever you want in your yard. HOA can't say shit. So it's a lot of loopholes and stuff like that.
You want to go ahead and be the Tiger King or the Tiger Queen.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get you get a cheetah, I'll get a white tiger. I'm a Mike Tyson fan. You know what I'm gonna name the white tiger?
This is where you lose me at. You want to get something that can literally eat you alive.
You know what
I don't want that for me.
I'm gonna name the white tiger.
I don't want that for me.
Name him Killer.
I don't want that for me.
Well, the cheetah can eat
you alive. The only way
too.
I would ever own a tiger is if I bought a wildlife sanctuary and hired a bunch of people to take care of it for me. And I only ever had to just go and look at it through a highly secured
decides to say fuck them other
enclosure
down for my cheetahs. You gone.
Absolutely.
You gone.
Absolutely. That's not my thing. Now,
Blue can't save your ass from that. As a matter of fact, she might turn on you.
She is the only, you know what? You're right. I do have a wild cat. She's the only wild cat I'm good with. They call her Gray Tiger anyway. She looked just like a tiger, but she all gray. Sweet.
Nasty wench.
She is mean. I will say that. I don't bother with her. She bothered with me. Seriously. But anyway, I digress.
Uh-oh. Oh. Look at this shit right here.
Hey. He said,
What's up, man?
What up, my G?
Oh, Lord. Hey, you ski.
No, I'm playing, man.
That's hilarious.
I just spilled some Dr. Pepper on the floor, so I'm kind of crazy right now.
First of all, Dr. Pepper is the best soda ever made.
Yeah, and it's the worst soda to pick up on fucking carpet.
He's gone.
But the thing is, Dr. Pepper is the best soda when it's ice cold and it's fresh, like not flat. But as soon as that shit get room temperature,
it's awful.
Throw it out.
It's the worst.
Throw it away.
Listen,
Riley, I've never formally introduced you to Kia. Kia, this is Riley. Riley, this is Kia. Riley's only seen you and Robert arguing.
Yeah, I've loved it though. Hey, yeah, give him some shit. I give Robert shit every time, but I try to back.
No, see, Brandon, this is what I told Brandon. I don't want people to think I'm this person that just come to argue. I don't like to fight. I'm a Virgo. I am love and light. However, I am also highly intolerant of disrespect and of lies. I can't tolerate that shit. So I'm gonna call it like I said. I don't have no love lost for Robert.
So I'm just gonna hold back on the point until I wanna fucking make some drama.
Oh shit! You've been an instigator. Riley told me at work. He said I will instigate the shit out that argument. Have me on.
You know I will.
When it comes to my little ones, I don't play games.
No.
We can talk. You can talk all the shit you want about me, and I promise you, I'm gonna hold my own. When it comes to my kids, they cannot defend themselves. You won't insert them in any kind of weird shit that you're any of your weird conspiracies. Don't use them as examples. That's where you cross the goddamn line.
I do not have weird conspiracies. I just understand conspiracies. You heard?
I understand them too. And see, low key, but really not even low key, kind of high key. I'm all into conspiracy theories. I love alternative ways of thinking and viewing things and seeing the world. I love that shit.
It's fun.
But there's a limit.
But like,
there's
yeah,
a
you have
limit.
to have a limit. You have to be like, all right, like, look, I can understand that. I can get the thing behind it, but like, yo, you crazy, bro.
Right. Is that my baby? My baby, but not my baby, but still my baby.
Talking about our son.
Hi, my love.
Yo, what up, dog?
Say what up.
What
dude.
up, Roman? What's up, my
Hey,
G?
look, Riley. We still have one more video. We have one more news story of this new segment called "What the Hell," and then y'all can go into conspiracy theories. I don't care. So,
let's do it. No, let's do it. I think
this last story. This last story went viral. This is in Philadelphia. There was there was a traffic situation in Philadelphia where words were exchanged, and this 44-year-old woman literally got out her car and doo-dooed on the hood of the other person's car. I am not making this up. You guys watch this shit for yourself.
No, listen. My buddy did it in our neighborhood, bro, to our neighbors.
Hold on, Riley.
Well, talk about a crappy situation in Delco. By now, you've seen the video. It's splattered everywhere. The video, that is. Police charging the woman, they say, defecated on another driver's car. It's always awkward when news anchors have to say the word defecating, but here we are tonight. This is the 10 o'clock news. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Dawn Timoney. Police say it all started with a case of road rage that quickly escalated into a shocking scene. Our Chris O'Connell is live for us tonight in Prospect Park.
And Chris, the strange case has a lot of people asking a simple question. Why?
A strange case, to say the least, guys. In fact, so strange, many people thought this story was fake. But according to Prospect Park police, the Delco pooper is all too real, and she's under arrest tonight.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me, and I asked her that's what's happening.
That is 44-year-old Christina Solometto being put into a Prospect Park police car. But you may know her by this, now viral video. Police say the Ridley Park mother is the woman seen getting out of her car and, yes, defecating on the hood of the car of another woman. She's seen getting right back into her black Nissan we saw parked outside of her home tonight.
They were both headed in the same direction. They both live not far from one another. And the woman in the dark colored car thought the woman was following her, where she was actually just going home.
The incident happened Tuesday evening near the corner of 4th and Madison, a half a block away from a Little League field where the Delco defecator video has left some neighbors speechless.
Oh, she don't be.
I don't know. It's been running through my mind all day since I've heard about it.
Just another day in Delco. Solometto was booked on charges including indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and a misdemeanor depositing waste on the highway. As she was getting arrested, Solometto says,
I have a sickness.
She didn't elaborate on the sickness, but the bizarre case has now gotten international attention. Not kind, this police chief wants.
It can't happen in this community. No town wants this to happen in their town. I mean, the recognition of town gets over this kind of thing. It's really unwelcome. We don't want this.
Did you see his face? He looked like he is holding it in the way she was holding that shit in. He tried so hard not to laugh. Oh, and look, that is the ultimate. What the hell? Kia. And then what makes it worse? Hold on, what makes it worse, Kia, is that this woman has she's on OnlyFans.
Why does that make it worse?
Because
isn't the shit enough in itself?
I mean, who wants her shitty booty ass?
Because who
wants
I just have one question. At what point in life are you just fucking fed up to the point where you literally decide you know, wow.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And all that. Yeah. I mean, what does one encounter in one's life to reach the point where they decide, hey, you know, I might take a shit on somebody's car today, though, for real. Like, I don't even give a fuck no more. Like, fuck this, fuck you, you know, it don't even matter no more. And that bitch walked off. Didn't she walk off with a smile?
She had a smile on her face. I told him I have a sickness.
Bro, I can't. I'm so done. I am so
stinky booty ass. She couldn't even wipe herself. So she had some crusty. By the time she got to jail, she had some crusty shit in her booty.
I'm officially over the human race. At this point, I am ready for the aliens. I'm ready for Jesus. I'm ready for, you know, the Galactic Federation, whomever you choose to believe. I'm ready for it because I'm officially done with the human race. I cannot any longer. I'm done. I'm so done, man. Hey, what happened to Riley?
I don't know.
I'm literally just realizing he's gone.
I don't know where the hell Riley ass went. His ass just disappeared.
Literally just realized he's gone. Riley, if you're there, out there in StreamYard land, come back.
I just told him come back. And just for a sports update, the Cleveland Cavaliers are up by 22 points on the Indiana.
Brennan, I'm gonna need you to stop with these sounds because I literally cannot right now.
Oh, I mean, hey, I mean, look, she has a sickness, you know.
In the world.
I mean, she said it. She said, I have a sickness.
Yeah. She diabolical.
Meadow says,
I have a sickness.
She didn't elaborate on the sickness, but the bizarre case has now gotten international attention.
We never know. We never know.
Police say the Ridley Park mother is the woman seen getting out of her car and defecating on the hood of the car of another woman.
You don't.
She's seen getting right back into her black Nissan.
You see that big ass brown splatter on the deck?
And the fact of the matter is,
another woman.
It's like she had been holding it. It's like she been holding it.
And yes, defecating on the hood of the car of another woman. She's seen getting right back into her black Nissan we saw parked outside of her home tonight.
Oh my goodness. Brandon, please.
Another woman.
Okay.
She.
Hold on, let me catch that shit.
Another woman.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit right there amongst the blur.
That's disgusting. You know,
she's seen
no
getting right back into her black Nissan we
absolutely
saw parked outside of her home tonight.
Hey,
they were both headed in the same direction. They both live not far from one another.
Oh no, there he is. There he is.
The woman in the dark car thought the woman was following her, but she was actually just going home.
The incident happened Tuesday evening near the corner of 4th and Madison.
And the fact that she literally, hey, imagine how.
I smell that shit through the screen. Relax, bro. Relax.
Hey, the fact that imagine how that ride in the police car was, and she couldn't even wipe her funky ass.
Yeah, that shit was like the fucking what is it? The what Australopithecus hiding in her ass, bro. She got the missing link between human evolution back there. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's just stinky as fuck.
How do you 44 years old?
I'm not 44, but I mean her fucking ass is 44,000 years old. Jesus Christ.
I'm saying she 44 years old. How do you explain that to your kids?
That she don't. Like that's the point, right? She ain't hiding nothing, bro.
Hey, if she still got kids in school, that shit went viral. And now everybody knows.
She absolutely don't.
Her kid's like, hey, mama, y'all seen that fucking Neanderthal coming out your ass?
Riley gets
We done did. That shit's on the top of a fucking Nissan Sentra.
Hey, you gone, bro. Hey man, what that skip with life got you going through, bro?
Yo, they be killing me, bro. All these fucking dumbasses out here, bro. They ain't even doing their job.
Oh Lord, hey, be careful now.
Hey, they can speak to me in person, but they won't. They ain't even got the tongue, bro. They ain't even got the tongue to speak it.
Hey, some of these folks, some of our co-workers watch this shit, bro.
Yeah, and they can say shit. What you gonna do, bitch?
Oh Lord.
No, I'm playing.
What I would say in defense of most hardworking Americans.
Relax. I'm okay with my coworkers. I'm alright with them, especially Brandon. But the other ones, they're alright.
There are a lot of people at a lot of jobs who don't do their job.
Everybody can work, and they really gotta like. Honestly, where we're at though, like it's hard. It's hard for everybody. Everybody. Like I'm not even saying like just me, just you. Like everybody, right?
Kia works in childcare too, so she knows the grind.
Oh really, Kia? Wait, what age you work with?
Oh my God. I work with the spawns of Lucifer himself.
Yeah, fair enough.
And no, seriously, the hardest, I feel like, this is just my personal opinion.
Sure.
I think the hardest age group to work with are 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I ain't gonna. I'm backing you up.
That's what I have.
She works with prep.
Brandon, what do you think? Since you've been thrown in the twos like recently, bro, that's just so unfair for you. But like,
hey man, look, I leave at 1:00, so I'm like, fuck it.
He's hey,
I mean,
I leave
listen.
at 1:00.
What I will say is, it was before doing what I'm doing now, I hadn't worked in childcare in a really long time. So when I first started, they gave me a run for my money. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm about to fucking quit.
Yeah.
But I kind of lucked out because my co-teacher is really, me and her have a really good, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Feng shui, our vibe, like yin and yang is very good. We're literally.
How's the word rapport?
I mean, rapport is a great word, but it's even different than that. Like, we are polar opposites in how we deal with the kids. However, it creates the perfect balance in the classroom.
Yeah,
because
right.
they get a little bit of that stern discipline, and then they also get a little bit of the sweet cuddling. All right. Now, I'm not going to sit here and disclose which one is which. I'll let people decide amongst themselves. But what I will say, it may not be what you think. Okay.
Right.
But I think what we got going on now is pretty good. I don't want to quit as much now. I want to quit a little less. And I just got promoted, so that's sweet too. So I don't know. We'll see.
That you have a coworker that like you like mesh with, right? Like I think that's really important, especially within a classroom. Like if you're going throughout like a school year, right? Like summer's a little bit different, but I mean, like it still does matter. But when you have someone who can like balance your yin to the yang, right? You know what I'm saying? Like someone can be the bad cop while you're the good cop, and then like half the other time you can be the bad cop while they're the good cop. Whatever, it doesn't matter as long as y'all have that like good tranquility, that yin to the yang is the best way I can put it. But like when you have that, the kids notice, right, and they respect you for it in a certain way. Whereas like when they have like a new teacher popping in and out randomly, or like they don't know or whatever,
they gonna show their ass.
Like
they gonna show their ass.
They walk over your dumb ass, bro.
Already.
Every day.
The thing about it is 2- and 3-year-olds are so intelligent. Like, people don't realize how smart these kids are. And
hey, look, I'm just Riley. I'm lucky, and you can attest this. I'm lucky that the kids love me.
Yeah.
Because
you know what? What's love got to do with it?
No, but I'm just saying
you
because
can love somebody, that don't mean you ain't gonna test
what I'm
them.
saying, no. What I'm saying is that there are times where I have to get raw with kids, like today.
Yeah, right. Like today,
where
bro.
I get raw with the kids.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm like, who are y'all? I don't even y'all, bro.
What are y'all?
They were bugging. They
Y'all
was bugging. I cut the light out and I said, "Hey!"
And I don't even know y'all fucking dumbass, bro. Like,
Hey.
all y'all share toys away. Are y'all mad at me and shit? I'm
Hey,
like,
Riley, you and Kim be tripping. I cut the lights. I'm like, "Hey, it's officially nap time. Put your books down."
Well, Brandon, like that's the thing, bro. They've been on that recently. That hey, I ain't gonna say too much, but like since you know who came in our class, they've been something else. Something been switching, and I don't know why. But like, I think it's because he be getting away with other shit that other kids don't. He don't be eating nothing. He don't be doing nothing. Like,
you talking about Pudgy the Parrot?
Bro, but this kid, let me tell you, me and Kim figured out today. He knows every letter of the alphabet, and he knows all the like lowercase. Like this man can.
So he's smart.
Like B and D, like lowercase B and D, and I'm like, yo, ain't nobody in this class be doing that easy.
Oh, you talking about Pudgy the Parrot, right?
Yeah, Pudgy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, Black Kim was like laughing so hard at that. I was like, bro, he's so smart, bro. What? Why is he not?
It don't surprise me though. It's just the only thing that trips me out is just like it's so many kids coming and just there's never enough teachers.
That's the thing. And bro, I'm sorry, Brandon, but like I don't know who be watching. I don't really give a fuck at this point, bro. Like they can eat my dick. Like if y'all hear this, eat my fucking dick. Come talk to me in real life. You ain't gonna do it. Like I swear you ain't gonna talk to me in real life. You gonna be smiling in my face saying, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, say less. But you know what? They've been like taking over my fucking assessment time, and Barbara was the only one who's like, "Oh, Riley can do his assessments. I gotta do everybody else's." So like, I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, I now have a whole week of all assessments. I've only gotten through half my maths, and like next week, I already told Kim, I was like, "Listen, Monday, I'm on my shit. The second someone's going to the prep side, I'm gonna be like, nope, I'm taking them. I need it. I'm gonna do it." Because Brandon, you seen me last year do that same shit,
bro. I had to do. I had to do it too, bro.
Shit through a week.
I had because last year you were doing it for prep and I was doing it for the Montessori.
Yeah, and you held it.
We knocked that shit out.
Exactly, we knocked that shit out. We're like, it ain't happening this year because well, Barbara did over most of them. Say
where I feel bad for the kids in your class at is that the majority of them. I had to do the same assessment last year.
Yeah.
And so it's just been literally they had to go through this whole school year like a fucking
new one. No, Brandon. This one is a new one. It's actually like up for their age on at least the literacies. I know different, and I know the math is like half different. It's half different. Half of it is what you did, but half of it is different. And
well, that's good. That's
more appropriate for them. But like half of them are looking at me like, what is like they're like trying to tell me answers that are like way too easy, and I'm like, dude, don't overthink it. It is easy, I promise. And then the other shits is like actually like shit that they should know, you know, and like be guessing
the general stuff.
Yeah. But like that's the worst part I feel about it is like, bro, like y'all are just like trying to like look into something that's not there, right? I promise you, it's the obvious answer. Please, just obvious answer. And they're like, oh. Is it this or that? And I'm like, no, don't think too hard, please.
I was just glad that today I ain't have to be in with the twos. And the crazy thing is they had me in baby steps too. I was in there for 2 hours.
Yeah, no,
hey,
for
bro,
sure.
I'm glad you didn't say all that stuff a couple of hours ago because somebody was on here watching.
Yo, I hope they was watching. They can eat my dick.
Shut the fuck
Eat
up,
that
bro.
shit fucking raw, bro.
Stop, bro.
Raw, bro. Like,
I don't want nobody coming there Monday saying, Riley said on Brandon show.
What do you mean? I said on fucking YouTube, bro. They don't even know who I'm talking to, bro. They can't prove that in the court of law, and they can eat my dick. I'm talking to fucking Super Saiyan Goku right now, bro. Fuck off.
Hey, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, they can't prove nothing. Like, who are they gonna talk to? Their pussy ass.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You think I'm playing, bro? I've been there 3 years.
I don't know if you can see these comments, but these comments are coming from our soccer coach.
Yo, Hampton love me, though.
Yeah, Hey,
for the people in the
hey, Hampton is probably sitting there laughing his ass
Yo,
off.
I was telling him today. I was like, yo, I'm talking to him today. And last week, yo.
And look, see, YouTube said we tired of your ass. they just
What?
Hey, yo, Riley, your screen went black, bruh. Hey, Kia, I was just about to suggest that y'all two put y'all conspiracy theorist heads together. Because, you know, he will add to whatever conspiracy that, you know, whatever situation you have to talk about. Riley, get your camera straight, bro, and come on back.
Talk about the UAPs. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the extraterrestrials. I want to talk about PBB, which is my code name for a project, a top secret government project that a lot of people don't like to say my name because platforms like TikTok and YouTube like to block videos for saying those names. So it's Project BB.
Yeah, everyone can see and hear me. You goddamn right, fucking Hampton. Come on.
Hold on, Riley. Hold on, Riley.
You goddamn right.
Riley, we've got.
I want to get back to the OG conspiracy theories. I want to get back to the bread and butter, to the things that started. Like all this new age weird shit that niggas pulling out the goddamn sky. I don't want that. I don't want none of that. Take it back. I didn't order this shit.
Can I say a word? I gotta go meet my girl real quick. But Kia, go ahead, say it. I'm gonna look back at it and I'm gonna back you up. I'm hip. I heard. So like y'all
go get your girl.
I'll be right back.
Go get your girl, Riley.
I say less.
It was a pleasure.
No. I'm gonna come right back on. All
right.
You better
okay,
be here.
Cool.
You better be here because I've been waiting for your ass.
I'm literally here.
A lot of shit, and I've been loving it.
Oh God, Brandon!
No, for real. Like,
no, Brandon,
I love that you be challenging Rob because, like, I be challenging Rob, but I also be like gaslighting his ass like half the time, so it's not fair.
See, I'm a nerd, so a lot of the conspiracy theories I go into at some point come back to some sort of science because, you know, even though I'm a Christian and I love my Lord Jesus Christ, I am a nerd. I love conspiracies. I love science, and I love the evidence to back all that shit up. So,
hey, praise Jesus.
Oh my God.
No, for sure. For like Brandon will tell you, like I'm for real. Like I just be
seriously. It's one of my guilty pleasures. You know, me and God had this conversation often. You know, Lord forgive me, but I love to dive into deep dive into conspiracy theories. Sometimes it's almost unhealthy. Brandon could attest to it. But anyway,
Brandon,
I digress.
Help her start off the shit. I'll be
I digress.
What did you say, Riley? Lord have mercy.
I swear I'll be right back in less than 5 minutes.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
So yeah, I'm trying to get into the OG conspiracy theories. I'm trying to go back. Let's take it back to when UAPs was UFOs. Like I'm trying to take it back. You know how around this time last year, niggas was going crazy about all these drones everywhere.
This was a couple of months ago.
But what I'm saying is it started around end of December, early January of last year.
How is late December, early January?
What I mean is 23 into 24.
Oh, I don't
That's
remember
what
hearing about. I don't remember hearing about them in that time.
Yeah, these drones have been going on for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that, yeah.
I'm
pretty sure
I
they've
didn't
been
start
going.
hearing
Oh,
about
you
them.
know what? You know what? You know what? Maybe no, you might be right. You might be right.
Oh,
you might
shit,
be
I'm
right. I
right?
think I got my years messed up. You might,
What?
might be right. I think I got it twisted. You might be right.
Hey, look.
It may have been since 24 into 25, but whatever the case may be.
It is possible for a black man to be right.
Black men are right. Okay.
I said
Period.
a black man. I said a black man. It is possible for a miracle to be right. It is possible. All the shit that I talked about on the show when I was solo dolo, it is possible for us to be right. But all I know is that one day,
I said black men. You said a nigga, and now you saying us.
they not like us. But
Oh my.
But look, there was a I just remember one day coming from the library with the kids, and Roman said, "Look," and it was one of them motherfuckers floating in the sky. I was like, God damn. I was like, God.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the drones. It was weird because but see, the thing about it is, because you know how people do, it's like once something start to happen, then niggas want to duplicate it for likes and clicks, and then it just ain't the same. It don't hit the same. And to be honest, I don't believe the drones I saw were the earlier on drones, like the official, that's kind of weird shit drones. Okay. I don't think those are the ones I saw. I thought they were just like somebody's drones up in the fucking sky. They were big. But still.
If you go to a park, you would see them shits on the regular.
Right, but no, it wasn't on the park. I was actually on my way from Publix in North Chesterfield. And I was actually on River Road when I saw it.
I got you.
Yeah. So but do you remember? You gonna claim you ain't see it. I know you are, because you do this every time I tell the story. But do you remember?
Here we go.
After COVID, like right when the schools had shut down, kids were in house. Where were you working then? Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were still at Amazon.
Yeah.
And I was still at Mobile One.
A minute now.
Right. Exactly. I was still at Mobile One.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this day. And the crazy thing is I don't remember the exact date, but I do know it was sometime between it was sometime between like right around the Easter, because they shut it down like right around Easter. Because remember, we were supposed to go to Easter for church, but then they shut it down.
They shut it down in March.
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't even get to go to church for Easter, which was whack. So it was between March and I would say the summer won't over. It was definitely the 4th of July. So between March and July, I don't remember the exact month, but what I do remember is me and the kids were out in the back patio playing imaginary baseball. We had a stick. That's all we had was a stick. And we were throwing an imaginary ball, me, London, and Roman. And whoever was the pitcher would throw the ball. Whoever was the person with the stick would pretend hit it. And then, do the classic baseball, look up in the sky when you hit a home run, right? So that's what we did. We did that for, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So it was my turn with the stick. And I don't remember. I think it was Roman throwing the imaginary ball. But when he threw it and I imaginary hit it and did the baseball stare up into the sky, you remember what I told you we saw?
No.
Or what you claim you didn't see?
What did I see?
The black triangle.
I'm not claiming that I saw that. I didn't see that.
Exactly.
You just said in the story, you said it was you, Roman, and London. So I wasn't.
But I know you were inside the house. Let me finish the story. Okay. Let me finish the story.
Relax.
Okay, so let me just catch you
Relax.
up real quick.
Yeah,
I'm
okay, go ahead,
reminding
Cam.
Brandon of a situation that happened during COVID with me and the
Yerp.
kids and him, even though he
Oh.
claimed he did, he saw it.
Oh.
Saw a UFO in the
Brandon.
sky.
I didn't see shit.
So,
Brandon.
Brandon saw it. Anyway, let me finish the story. Long story short, me and the kids was playing imaginary baseball in the backyard. Okay.
Yerp.
So, imaginary baseball, I hit the ball, I look up in the sky, classic baseball look, whatever the case may be, and I see a black triangle. Now, mind you, it's daytime.
Heard.
It's a clear blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. It's
Wait,
the
you
middle of
talking
the
UFO
afternoon
kind of
for
stuff?
sure. Huh?
You talking UFO kind of stuff, or like what?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm talking
it's a
UFO.
bad
Yes,
cloud.
I'm talking. Yes, I'm talking classic UFO type stuff. Yes, I'm
Okay.
talking that.
Heard.
Okay, so I look up, see the black triangle.
Yeah.
Now, it kind of caught me off guard because for a couple of reasons. Okay,
Right.
the first reason, like I told you, it was broad daylight, no
Right.
clouds in the sky, and I was like, it's not typical to have daytime UFO sightings.
No,
Okay,
at
so that
all.
was one thing that
It's
kind of, I mean, it happens a
No,
lot,
but
but
that is not typical. Listen, I feel like I
exactly.
felt like I saw one. Me and my buddy were like laying on my driveway one time. We saw 3 different separate like lights that like just popped out in the middle of the sky, like LEDs, right? And then they like flew past the trees, and then they randomly popped up back in the same spot in the middle of the thing, and we were like, "Yo, that's crazy! There's no way that's like some like real
Was
stuff."
it daytime or night?
It was night.
Right, exactly. Most
Yeah, you're
UFO
saying
sightings
daytime.
tend to be at night.
Right.
So the thing that caught me off about this was it was daytime, but
Yeah,
not
of course.
only that was the way in which it was moving. Now,
Mhm.
I'm not going to sit here saying it was doing a bunch of crazy shit because it wasn't. The thing
Right.
that caught me off about it was that it was moving so slow.
And did it move fast
And
at one
it
point
was
to just get away?
no, it never moved fast. It never. We watched it for a while. That's the
Really?
thing. Me and the kids saw it. They described it. It was
Roman
pitch
and London saw it?
black. Roman and London. It was pitch.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna
Okay.
get to some things. Just
No, I
just
believe
stay
you.
with
I
me.
believe you. I
I'm
believe
gonna
you.
get to some things. Okay.
Heard.
So I want to describe it first.
Okay.
So it was pitch black, perfect triangle. I would say the 2 sides. You know what? It wasn't each side wasn't equal. The 2 sides that connect at the top were about the same, but the side, the inside was shorter. Okay.
Right.
And it was pitch black. I didn't see any windows. I didn't see nothing. It just looked like a big ass black, almost perfect triangle in the sky.
Right.
So the kids looked at it. They saw it too. It was moving super slow. I
Right.
told Brandon to bring his ass out to see it because his ass need glasses and can't see nothing except his 2 fingers in front of his face. No shade. He claimed he didn't see it, but you couldn't miss it. And it was hovering. It was not hovering, but it was moving so slow. It was we watched it for at least 5-10 minutes. I promise.
I believe
The
it.
thing is, I tried to record it, but check this out. When I was recording it, you could not see it in the screen.
Oh, you
couldn't
couldn't
see
get it
it
on the camera.
but you could
Like it was
see it.
like
So
projecting
you
on the
could not
camera,
get
right?
it on camera, but you could see it clear as day over your head. We
That's
watched it
crazy.
until we could not watch it no more, and I was
And
shook.
So
I was.
London
Matter of fact, it
and
got to a
Roman
point.
both saw it too, right?
Yes, it got to a
Okay.
point where London was like, I want to go inside. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to go inside too. It was
Right.
weird. And
Right,
I'm not, and I'm good with the weird, but I wasn't good with that. That was very weird.
Yeah.
It was too close for comfort, but it was cool, but it wasn't really cool. But it was like, I'm glad it happened, but it's also like, I never want it to happen again.
Right. No. Like I was saying, like there was one, me and my buddy, we were just hanging out at the end of the day after we were like skating. It just got dark. And we were laying at the top of my driveway just looking at stars, right? And this was in my old neighborhood, but like we were looking up there and we seen some like really bright lights just pop out in the middle of the sky. We were like, yo, that's not a star, right? So we like watched it and it started moving really weird and slow, and then it just vanished. It like went off past the tree line really quick. And after it did that, sorry, I'm walking up my stairs so y'all can't see me, but like we seen it go past the tree line, and then after that, the same light popped in the same place in the middle of the sky randomly with two other lights, and then they all like swooshed past the tree line like way faster than any like aircraft could. And like we both looked at each other, we was like, "Yo, that had to have been UFOs if we ever seen something, right?"
But look,
So
see,
like that should be crazy. Like
look.
people really be seeing that shit, and like
When
I'm
it-
not even. This was before
the-
like Project Blue Beam, Project like any of that kind of shit. Like didn't even. This is like what 2013, 2014.
The story that Kia told you guys, I never said that she didn't see it. I never once refuted that they saw that. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. They're like, because they was like, Brandon, come on. And first of all, no, but hold on. Wait a minute.
You
First
do
of all,
remember what I'm talking about, though.
But hold up, but wait a minute. First of all, if you staring at something, why for 5 or 10 minutes? What took you so long to call me out?
No, I didn't take long to call you out. I called you out maybe 2-3 minutes into it.
No.
Did I come outside?
You did come outside.
I'm sorry.
And what did I say?
I don't see it.
So I didn't see it.
Dude.
I'm gonna look, but hold on. But since y'all got UFO stories, I'm not saying that they didn't see it. I'm just saying that I didn't see it. And I've told Kia this story before, that when I was 15 years old and I was living in colonial apartments right off of Azalea Avenue. It was one day I was coming from one of my friend's apartments and I looked up in the sky and saw a gray object. And I was like, huh. And it was a crystal blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. And I looked up and I saw a gray object, very small, gray object. And I looked up for a second, I was like, huh? And I looked down for a second and looked back up in the same spot, and the motherfucker was gone. I've never denied this story. I'm not denying Kia's story. I just didn't see the shit.
Right.
But I'm going to fill y'all in on another story.
Yeah.
In regards to the story of when I was 15 years old, one day when I was driving the bus, I was coming down Parham Road. I was right at the Parham and Staples Mill intersection. I was at that stoplight. And I just happened to look up in the sky. And guess what the fuck I saw? A similar gray object. I was like, no way.
No, bro. That's
I looked down at my controls in the bus. Looked up, and the son of a bitch was gone. And this was about a month ago. And I just kept and
I got one.
Huh? I'm being dead serious.
I got one.
I just
no.
They just
I know. I feel you.
They just checking
I
up
feel
on
you
bro.
being serious. What I'm saying, Brandon, you remember this story I told you at my old Publix before I got the promotion and went to the new one? Remember when I told you I used to have to be at work at 5 a.m. in the morning. I worked 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. every single day. Took the same way to work every single day. I would hop on the highway on Staples Mill, 64 East, straight to Laburnum, hop off the exit, get off on the Laburnum exit towards White Oak because I worked at the Publix at by the airport. So one day I'm doing my normal routine. Mind you, it's like 4 something in the morning. It's pitch black dark outside. So I'm getting off the exit. But prior to me getting off the exit, I mean, one thing people don't realize, because a lot of people are usually asleep during this time, is that a lot of objects in the sky look a lot different when it's really dark outside.
Like crazy.
A lot of things look very different.
Yeah.
So I'm doing, and I'm a sky watcher. I've been that my whole life. Like, I love the stars. And I'm kind of familiar with most of the constellations, and during which seasons they show, when certain planets are out, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So I'm kind of familiar with the night sky. So mind you, I'm getting off the exit, the Laburnum exit, but right before I get off the exit, I notice a star in the sky it's bright, and I don't really recognize it. And but I paid no mind because, like I said, I'm not an astronomer, but
Right.
I tend to think that I'm familiar with things in the
You
sky.
said that's just the North Star, like going south for the night.
Right. It could have been, I don't know. But however,
for sure,
I'm getting off the exit. I'm going down Laburnum. I get up to the first light off the Laburnum exit. It's a red light. And usually at 4 something in the morning, the lights usually turn green, but for some odd reason, I got stuck at the red light. And sometimes at that time in the morning, when a light is red, it takes forever to turn green.
Like 5 minutes at least.
It takes forever. It's like I'm the only fucking car here.
Like, and
why
nothing
am I
changed.
still here?
The fucking weights on it, right? They just got the timer.
Why am I still here?
Yeah.
So anyway, I digress. Okay.
Yeah, that's awful, isn't it?
Okay. I digress. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. That goddamn light pissed me off. But in this incident, it was good. It was good because I got a chance to take a look at whatever I saw when I was getting off the highway. And I was looking at it, and I mean, it just looked like a fucking star, or maybe a bright ass plane. I don't know. It was just bright.
Like,
And I'm like,
crazy,
and it's not moving.
Right.
It's not moving. It's just there. It's just there. So I keep my eye on it. I'm going through the first light by the McDonald's. I pass it. I turn at the second light, right past the Chick-fil-A, going into White Oak.
Right.
So I make that right turn. I'm still looking at it. I park in my usual spot at Publix like I usually do. And I can still see the star. So mind you, it's 4 something in the morning. Not many people work at the grocery store that early. So it's only a handful of people. And I always run a couple minutes behind. I won't late, but I was trailing. I was the only one in the parking lot.
Right.
So I'm walking and I got my eye on the sky. I'm walking straight towards Publix and I'm looking at this star in the sky. All of a sudden, the star I had been looking at since I got off the motherfucking highway just blinked the fuck out. It just went out. When I tell you I haven't never run so motherfucking fast in my life because I know what I saw.
No, I believe
I
you.
know what I had been watching since I got off the fucking highway. And for that motherfucker just to blink off like a light switch, I hauled ass. I hauled ass to the park.
Hey, Brandon,
No.
have you ever seen some shit like that?
I hauled ass through the parking lot. And I told everybody in the store.
Yeah, you should have, bro. I'd have been scared. I'd have been like, no, I'm out, Deb. I'm done.
I said,
gone.
Bro, I was tweaking. I was tweaking. Because there was nothing in life that could tell me that I didn't just see some weird ass crazy ass shit.
They probably told her. You know, they probably told her at work. They probably said, "Kids, 4 o'clock in the morning, go to work."
No, I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I know what I saw. I don't give a damn about what time it was in the morning. Okay, I know what I saw.
Wow.
That motherfucker blinked off, and I was out. Okay, because I'm gonna let you know something right now. I'm not gonna give you a chance to abduct me.
No,
I promise you that.
Ain't nobody trying to go through no fucking.
I ain't gonna be turned into a fucking.
I promise you that. And I don't think this was a holiday check. I was not about to lose that holiday pay. Please. I hauled
Look at
it.
this. What are they looking at? What do they look? What do they see?
That's really funny, actually.
I love it.
Was that a drone or was that a UFO?
It blinked.
Both.
It blinked. Dude. Like, why? That's
Both are the same thing.
Yeah, actually.
A lot of people don't realize Virginia has a lot of UFO sightings. A lot of our sightings tend to mostly be around the Norfolk area, close to the Navy bases where they be doing ships. And we also get a lot of shit in the Shenandoah Valley, where the mountains and ship. We get a lot of shit out there towards Charlottesville, towards Waynesboro,
Yeah,
Harrisonburg. We get a
Appalachia.
lot of shit out there.
Well, that
A
begs
lot of shit in
that
Norfolk.
begs to
That's
ask
what
the
I was about
question.
to say. Is like actually people don't realize how much Virginia probably has. I think I actually looked it up recently. Right, I saw that Virginia has like the third or fourth like closest like UFO sightings compared to like New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and like Utah. It's like they're all western, like, you know what I'm saying, like Rocky Mountain western states that are like deserts, and then us.
Now, see, that begs to ask the question. Now,
I mean, it's near
you're
the
saying, you know,
fucking
it's over like
capital.
when it's over a military base.
It really is.
You know, people will say, "Well, is it the military running tests?" But when you say Utah and you know New Mexico, those
I
are
might
like
be
the
off
hills.
on one state. One state might.
Those are like
No,
the
but
hills
you
that
gotta
Nas fucking state.
understand. Yeah, but you gotta understand the United States government has bases in Utah and in what's the other one you mentioned?
And New Mexico.
New Mexico.
And New Mexico.
Oh, yeah, Area 51. Area 51.
One thing about UFOs that people have discovered throughout their studies of UFOs is that most sightings are around military installments.
Yeah.
Because the theory is okay, go ahead.
Riley, introduce your lady. I was gonna say introduce your
Oh
lady.
yeah, I'm literally like talking to myself in the corner. I loved this. You're such a good storyteller. I was
bless your heart. Hey girl,
I
hey.
turned my show. Hi, I'm Chase. Let me sit up. I turned the show off. I'm like, this is a better story.
Let me tell you something. One thing God has blessed me with is the ability to be extra detailed in a story. It helps me at work every single day.
I know exactly where you're talking about over there.
Hey,
That's
Brandon,
a
we
crazy
should start a
place
new
for it to
podcast real
happen.
quick.
Yeah.
A new podcast called what?
I mean, two boys, no chicks, bro. Jesus.
You need to cut it out.
I just be playing.
What are you gonna
bro.
do on
I
your
just be
boy
playing.
channel?
I was
I don't know,
start
like
a new
fucking
podcast
beating
called
our
what?
dicks, I guess.
Penis,
I
called
don't
what?
know.
Penis stories only.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Then
Oh
football.
my God.
You know,
No, that's
people are
hey,
rather-
we're are you
No, we
not
play-
are you not entertained?
I'm playing. Obviously, I'm playing.
No, I'm sorry, Kia. I just
No,
wanted Riley to
Yeah,
introduce.
sorry,
to
Kia.
really
No,
have a
I
really
wanted
good
Riley to
story.
introduce his
I
lady because
really
I've
actually
heard
like that.
I've heard so much about you. You know, it's nice to finally meet you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard so much about you. Yeah, I done
Aw,
seen
thank
I done seen
you.
pictures and some more stuff. So yeah,
Oh, some more stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, hey girl,
I'm
hey.
happy to be on it. Yeah, I hear him like talking.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I'm close. I have an answer in my head.
And
I'm
she heard
saying it out loud.
She heard
Let
Kia's
me
song, and she's like, "Oh,
slide
wait."
over. But
So look, I got a really cool story.
Go ahead, finish your story.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Brandon will remember this. Now,
Why do I get thrown in all
I'm
of this
happy.
shit?
but because you were there, goddammit, you were there. All right. So Brandon will remember
allegedly.
this. So
Allegedly.
cool. The
Allegedly.
reason why it was cool is because later on, I watched a TV show that connected the dots for me, and it was so fucking weird, but it was cool at the same time.
what
So look,
show?
and I will definitely find that for you before we get off this podcast. I'm gonna tell you.
What the fuck?
So actually, I think it was on. If you have Discovery Plus, you might be able to find it on Discovery Plus. But I'll try to remember the exact name of the show.
I'll find it, dude. Oh yeah.
But so check this out. We had our son August 12th of 2011.
Allegedly.
What the hell?
Leo, a Leo. He is.
Now you.
Allegedly.
Anyway, I digress. Okay. So we had I had my son. Okay.
Allegedly.
August 12th, 2011.
Then why is he here with me?
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And 11 days later or so,
Okay.
we had an earthquake here
Oh,
in Central Virginia.
I remember the earthquake. Yes.
You
I was
remember
in the
that,
shower.
right?
Yes. Okay.
So this is what happened to me and Roman. I had literally I'm on maternity leave. I literally just laid Roman down in his little bouncy seat for a nap. I'm sitting on the couch, and we had a roommate. One of your people was staying with us at the time.
It was Rob.
Rob,
God.
no way. There's no fucking way.
It was Robert.
Yo, y'all
it was
should kick Rob's ass out at 2 a.m. Been like, yo, go find some shit, bro.
I digress. I'm sorry. It was because
Rob.
I'm not even going to get
I
into
love Rob to
the
death, but, like, I
details,
kicked
but
him
it
out at
was
2.
Robert. Robert was staying. Are you? Yeah, Robert was staying with us at the time.
was Rob.
It was. You right? Because I was. Yeah, you right. You right. It was Robert. So anyway,
he's the one who says all the conspiracies.
long story, motherfucking short. My kid, I just laid him down. He was asleep. I was sitting on the couch in the living room, and the way our house is set up, if you walk through the front door, the master bedroom was right
to your left.
As soon as you in the hallway, and then you come through the living room. You make a left is the kitchen, a right is the laundry room and the bathroom, and then in the kitchen there's another bedroom. Long story short, where Robert was at, whatever the case may be.
That was Robert.
So I'm sitting in the fucking living room by the front door. Now this is an old ass house. This house is over 100+ years old. Okay,
it was built in 1970.
So
it was built in
all of a sudden,
that shit was probably
I'm sitting there, and the whole motherfucking house starts rocking back and forth.
Oh, what?
And I just laid my newborn first baby that I ever had in life into his rocker. And the home that we live in starts to shake around us. I immediately grabbed Roman. My first instinct was just to grab him and run the fuck out the door. Because at this point, I'm thinking, I don't want the fucking old ass house to collapse on top of us.
No.
Okay, I see walls moving and I'm out. So I grab my baby, we out. Fucking dog is out, everybody out the goddamn house. I think Robert even came out.
Just go away from the house. Yeah.
Randomly.
What?
So
we made a shooting range in my friend's basement doing that. So
we had a neighbor that lived to the right side of us who was getting construction done. Or actually, the house was getting construction before she moved in.
Heard.
They were doing a lot of, so they were bringing in like heavy, like bulldozers and shit.
Which neighbor?
So I didn't.
Which neighbor?
Eddie's mom. Remember Eddie's mom?
Yo,
they were working on her house.
She wasn't living there yet. She wasn't living there.
She wasn't living there yet. They were working on the house before she moved in.
It was
1-800-80 Eddie's mom. Is Eddie's mom there, dog?
Hey, no, hey, first of all, you better leave our black story alone. You understand? Okay, you better leave our black story alone.
No.
The person who owned that house was still living there, and yeah, he was getting construction done on it. Yeah.
Yo, no, it's not for real house. Like,
so
you better leave our African American story alone because
this is heritage.
Bro,
this is culture. Okay,
I love
this
it.
This is culture right here. No,
I do believe it.
No. Well, let me finish it. I'm gonna try to make a long story short. Y'all know I like to drag on. Y'all know I like to drag on. But okay.
Yeah, long story short means it's already been long.
No, I know. Shut up. I know. Okay, so I thought when I was sitting on the porch and the house was still rocking, I thought it was because of the bulldozers next door and the construction until the fucking construction workers ran out the house that they were working on, told me something it was a goddamn earthquake.
What?
So I'm trying to call Brandon. I can't get through because I guess everybody in Central Virginia is trying to make a phone call at the same motherfucking time.
Right.
I can't get through. So, Brandon, I think you said you were on the bus, right?
No, this was summertime.
No, y'all were sleeping. It was during nap time.
Yeah, it was. I was.
It was during nap time.
I was actually on my break, so I went into an empty classroom and I laid down on the floor because I wanted to take. I wanted to take a nap.
Oh, so bro just nodded out during a time of crisis.
I wanted to take a nap, and then I'm laying on the floor, and then all of a sudden, the fucking the floor started moving. So like, what the fuck? So
Wait, Brandon, was that last? Wait. Were you with us? Was that last year when they had that shit?
What?
I do
remember. It was in 2011.
No,
it was in 2011.
It was in 2011.
Yeah.
Y'all was still in grade school.
I do. No, I remember that too.
So I'm gonna get to the good part. All right, here's the good part.
I'm sorry.
So,
Go ahead.
Fast forward years later, I always remember the earthquake to this day. Fast forward, I would say maybe around, I think it was early 2010 Nah, it wasn't even. It was before COVID. So I would say between 2016 and 2019,
Right.
I had watched a documentary, and it was about UFOs, and these people were doing a documentary in regards to a couple of sightings that they've seen on the East Coast, and particularly in Virginia, Norfolk,
could you repeat that?
Shenandoah,
You kinda
that
cut
type of area, right?
Okay.
Hold on, Kia,
Okay,
they
okay,
asked
okay.
you to repeat that.
Yeah,
To
I
repeat
couldn't hear
what?
what you just said, like right before that.
Everything that you just said just now.
You said right
The
before
last 30
Shenandoah,
Okay.
basically.
Right before COVID.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Basically, the earthquake, let me tell you how it correlates to this weird ass documentary that I watched.
Yeah, I heard.
So, they were UFO hunters and they were researching some sightings around the Shenandoah Valley, Charlottesville area, Waynesboro area.
Yeah.
And what they discovered was that these UFO sightings had been spotted in a broader area that came across the country. And they also were correlated to earthquakes in several different places, including the one we had in 2011, because they talked about it in the show.
Yep.
The shit was fucking crazy. I couldn't fucking believe it. Could not believe it.
Kia, I've heard that, and also I've seen it correlated with actual fucking what is it? Indian, like, you know what I'm saying? Like American Indian, like sightings of like Wendigos and like shit like that in the Appalachian Mountains, right?
Riley.
And like they're protected lands. Like it is not even a joke.
Riley.
Like when you connect them all like together.
No, Brandon, he's
Like, you know what I'm
on to
talking about? Like,
something.
No, that's not what I want to
gears and
say.
shit, like that's
That's
like
not
all
what I want to
connected.
say. Riley, if you look at your hair right now,
It's crazy, but it's like just
It is
proving a
fucking
point right
hilarious.
now, dog. It's just been like
I'm just saying, if
I've
you look at your hair right now, it is fucking hilarious. That's all. That's all I want to say.
yeah. No, it was great. It was great. It was great. Here, wait,
Proceed.
how can I do it better? How can I do it better? Wait, I gotta do the Timothy Chalamet and the French Report and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Like it's just I gotta be like the fucking.
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't mean to change. I don't mean. I don't mean to change. I don't mean to change the subject. But aren't y'all moving next week?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay,
Brandon, you gonna help us move, dog?
But seriously, Riley's onto something. Like I told y'all, I'm a nerd. So a
Keegan
lot
knows
of
what I'm talking
times, UFOs sightings are also grouped with, like, a lot of times when people see UFOs, they also have Bigfoot sightings, or they talk about Wendigos or paranormal activity,
I don't
poltergeist,
like
ghosts.
connected with Bigfoot. I get connected with Wendigos.
I believe in all that shit.
Because
So let me
Wendigos,
tell you why they're connected
are
with
like
Bigfoot. Let me
shapeshifters
tell
and,
you
like,
why.
shit.
Yeah, Mothman.
They say they're connected with Bigfoot for these reasons. They say all right, look,
Bigfoot's
one,
fifth
we've
dimensional,
never caught
fifth
Bigfoot,
dimensional.
quote unquote, on camera. Like people
Yeah.
have had
Never.
glimpses or something that we think may be Bigfoot, but we
They
never
not like
got
us.
legit. Oh yeah, oh shit, that's Bigfoot. Also, we've never had a Bigfoot body. Two, also, three, people also report Bigfoot's almost phasing in and out of reality. So people think that a lot of times UFOs and Bigfoots may be like Bigfoots might be interdimensional. Like UFOs may not be out of space,
Bigfoots
they may
are,
be
like, fifth dimensional,
interdimensional.
right?
What
Like,
you saying?
They're fifth. I'm saying like Bigfoots are fifth dimensional, at least like from what I've seen. Like they are 2 dimensions above us, so like they can literally like shift through that, but like they actually understand and they actually like stay away from humans because.
So Bigfoot is like Doctor Strange.
Yes, basically.
So
Like,
basically they say Bigfoot is not in this dimension, but it can phase in and out of our dimensions, and to the point where people can catch glimpses of it, which is why we've never had a specimen, so to speak, of Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm. I think Wendigos are probably the closest to our dimension. They're probably more close to 4th dimensional, but they actually because Wendigos are close to like if you ever look at Wendigo stories, right? Like seem like deers, but they're standing on their hind legs, and they actually make human noises, and the human noises they make are of their last victims, of like them screaming to death.
Oh shit.
Whether it's like them screaming or saying their last words, and like people get confused by it until they walk into the woods and see them, and then they fucking just murk them and fucking take them.
I'm kind of superstitious.
That's the folklore, right? That's the folklore.
I'm kind of superstitious when it comes to stuff like that because I'm not.
Look into Wendigos. Them scissors
I
are
haven't
scary,
done
bro. It's
any.
so crazy. Especially in
I haven't
Appalachia,
done
like,
any
I'm
ancestry.
I'm never going in them, bro. I'm not going there. I'll go to the Rockies.
No, but look, I haven't like done any ancestry or anything like that. I don't know if I have any kind of like Native American, but what I will say is Native Americans don't like to talk about things like Wendigos. They are similar to skinwalkers.
Yes,
They don't even like to mention the name. And to be honest, neither do I.
They are.
Neither do I, because they kind of remind me of like the animal version of zombies, because they have a hunger that is insatiable. Like it can never be satisfied. And it's only for human flesh. And it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing if you look into Wendigo.
How much have you looked into Wendigos?
Not much, because I don't like that shit. But I know enough to know I need to stay the fuck away. Period.
Like the spirit. Sometimes you don't want to speak about those things because it can open.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
listen,
you're not that vulnerable unless you go there.
Hey, well, then y'all shut the fuck. Then y'all better shut the fuck up about that devil shit.
Yo,
listen, Brandon will tell you.
So here we go. Let's all go take a camping trip to Blacksburg, and let's just go deep in the woods, and let's go find
First
a
of all,
and
don't tempt me with a motherfucking good time, because I'm a weirdo. Okay,
I'll go whoop his ass, bro. I swear I will.
I tell you
I'll
what,
go choke
y'all
it
have
to
a
death.
good time.
I know some
Y'all have a good
taijutsu.
time.
Brandon. Okay,
my
what
ass.
Brandon hasn't told you guys is that I was an amateur. I was an amateur.
It, bro. I promise. I'll put it in a choke.
What Brandon hasn't told you, I was an amateur ghost hunter, and me and Brandon both together have had paranormal experiences. Have we not?
Nope.
Have we not?
He said no.
Oh nope. Oh, now it's no. Now it's no.
Now
it's no.
Nope, I ain't had.
Now it's no. So we weren't on the front porch. So we weren't on the front porch of that same old ass house I was telling y'all about earlier. When we heard fucking footsteps through the motherfucking leaves and nobody was there. We weren't on that porch, Brandon.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Don't sit here and try to make me think like I'm crazy.
That was like a deer on his hind legs trying to take your skin, my G.
Let me tell you something else about this old ass 100-plus-year-old house. I was sick home from work one day. And my baby was in the
Kia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen.
Please keep going.
Look at the banner. Look at the banner at the bottom of the screen. That's when the house.
Brandon, the house was not built in 1970. Go look.
Don't have internet, bro.
Oh my. We moved into that house in what, 2017, 16?
Yeah.
No, we moved in that house in 2010.
Wait,
2010.
Where was
we
this?
moved in that house in 2011. Jesus Christ.
Okay, whatever. We moved in the house in 2011. The house was right off of Dabbs House Road, next to the Dabbs house.
You know what? Christ Jesus.
Brandon. Brandon,
The
our house was not off of Dabbs House in 9 Mile.
The house was off.
Was our house not off of Dabbs House in 9 Mile?
No, because Dabbs house was on the way to Wayne house. It was off of
Brandon, listen to me. Brandon, listen. What I'm trying to give them a general location of where the house was. They don't know where Echo Avenue is if I don't tell them the general location.
You're good, Cheeky.
They don't know where Echo is if I don't tell them the general location.
No, we get it. All you gotta say is Echo. I know where it is.
I work for
Okay, cool. Right by the government center. Now, I did a little bit of research, And what I found out is the house and that land on it, and also the Dabbs house building itself, where the Eastern Henrico County Government Center is located, was the headquarters for Robert E. Lee during the Civil War.
Oh, that's lit.
Okay.
So like, there's some history there.
That's where they were located during the Civil War. My stepfather has the wife of a Confederate soldier buried in his backyard to this day.
Say the last.
He lives right behind Dabbs' house.
What?
So yeah.
That's
crazy. Oh, the
So yeah, the land is old. The house was not built in 1970. That house is over 100 years old.
God, I've been there.
What was the address, Brandon?
Did one get me? Would I know?
It was what, 105?
Yeah.
No, that was the
use
the
your
105
last
was
screams
the
of their last voice.
was the apartment.
You would
the house was 503, built in 1970.
503 Echo Avenue.
No, it was 503
Look-
Park Avenue.
Heard.
503 Park Avenue. Look it up for yourself. You will see when the house was built. 503 Park Avenue. That house is over 100 years old. Check it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I believe you. That's crazy.
You remember the carvings we found in Roman's room when we moved out? The symbols on the wall.
That's so lit.
I remember the carvings.
All
that
the
you
walls
found
in the
moved
house
out.
were wooden panels.
That-
We
I
never
was-
noticed this when we lived there, but when we moved
what did it
out,
say?
remember I told you I found a bunch of weird ass carvings in Roman's wall on his room? Yeah, that was some weird ass shit.
Kia, what did it say?
I don't know. It was symbols. They were fucking symbols.
It was like hieroglyphs or some shit. Not hieroglyphs.
They were shit I didn't recognize.
Yeah, but no, it was
and
like hieroglyphs. That's exactly what it was like. Hieroglyphs.
And
Runes
I have them on my phone. So what I can do, if you want to revisit this on
Yeah.
the next, whatever podcast,
Hey, if you
I'll
send
send
it to
those
me,
photos to
I'll
Brandon
research it and figure
so
out
he can
exactly
pull
what
them
it
up.
means.
I still have the pictures on my phone to this day.
Yeah. Send it to Brandon and tell him to
Man, look, first of all, I'm a believer of this. If you go looking for shit, you're gonna find shit. Don't send me them goddamn pictures.
Okay,
Well, you already seen the pictures. It don't make a difference.
I want to see these ghosts. I want to dude, listen, bro. I know taijutsu, bro. I will literally fight these ghosts to death.
Brandon, tell him what happened a couple weeks. Brandon, tell him what happened a couple weeks ago.
I don't
tell him what happened a couple weeks ago.
I'll whoop their
You
ass,
don't remember
bro.
what
I ain't scared of
happened
no
a couple
ghosts.
weeks ago with
I ain't scared of no
the
ghosts.
bear, with the bear and me calling you, and you thought you were late for work?
The bear?
London's stuffed animal. You don't remember?
See, that's what when you go looking.
Tell
for
them.
shit,
Tell them what happened. Tell them.
Hey, Kia. It looks like Brandon too scared. He is scaredy cat.
Oh, fuck
He is scared.
Just send,
He is
just
scared.
send me
No,
all
that's
that,
me.
and I will literally choke them out
That's right.
to death,
Brandon-
and then I
Brandon-
will exercise.
Brandon the biatch. That's what you can call
Hey,
me. Go ahead.
Brandon, I don't blame you. It's real.
Yeah. I look. I don't go looking for that shit.
Dude, listen, my
Brandon,
buddy.
just tell him what happened.
I'll tell you, my buddy. Him and his parents, they bought like $1 million house, right, in like fucking Richmond. It was like a seminary house, but it was built in like fucking the 1800s, and we literally renovated it. But when we were renovating it, we seen like multiple ghosts through that shit. We literally had to put like incense and fucking like, you know what I'm saying, like different fucking what is it, potpourri through the house just to like stop them from like fucking up some shit. And they had the old like fucking steep stairs and shit, and in the basement it was scary as fuck, bro. Like I swear, like through the halfway of us like renovating it, like we were haunted like multiple times, but we were also in 8th grade, so we would just try to like exercise it at the same time for no reason.
Brandon, please tell them. Please tell them the
It's
story.
not a joke.
Lord have
Like,
mercy,
we
Jesus.
seen,
Okay.
like, shit like opening doors, slamming doors for no reason, bro. Like making the
Please.
dog scared as shit, like leave the house for like 3 nights at a time. Like it was weird.
Okay. So this is a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
I'm asleep.
Remind you, this was like a Wednesday or Thursday night. I had went to go see Sinners for the second time.
Oh,
it was a
He
late
just
show.
saw Sinners, Kia. That's just so good, ain't it?
First of all, I love that movie. I saw it twice.
When he mark all the dudes with the Tommy gun, bro, I love that shit.
Yes, I saw it fucking
He was
twice.
just
But this was the night of the second time I went to see Sinners. This weekend, this was a week. This was literally 2 weeks ago because me and Brandon swapped week with the kids. So this was the week I didn't have the kids. This was on like a Wednesday or a Thursday night.
Right.
Brandon had the kids. So after work, I decided to go see a late show of Sinners. All right, Brandon, continue.
Oh, okay. So I went to sleep and I went to sleep. I want to say it was around like close to 10 o'clock, whatever. So my house phone started ringing.
Right.
So like
he was like, no, don't answer that shit.
No. It's like if my house phone is ringing, I'm thinking, something's wrong with my cell phone.
Yeah.
And I may have overslept.
Especially the house.
So I literally kicked my fucking covers off of me.
It comes with this phone.
I kicked my fucking covers off of me and I hop out. Oh shit. Will Kill come back. But
she'll come back.
I kicked my fucking covers off of me and I hop up and I answer my house phone. I'm like, yo, what's up? She's like, I need you to come. I need you to come over here real quick. So I'm like, I woke up so quick, my brains are just scrambled. They're scrambled.
Right. You ain't even thinking, oh shit.
Yeah, my brains are scrambled. So the first thing I do is, I look outside. I'm like, okay, it's still dark. What the fuck going on? So I when I woke up and I told you my brains are scrambled.
It's not morning,
I'm thinking that I've overslept. I'm thinking that I've overslept my bus route.
Right.
So I look outside. I see it's dark, and then I look at my phone, and I see it's like 11:30, same day.
What?
I'm thinking it's a whole nother day.
What?
So,
wait, you ain't telling me about this shit, bro?
I didn't.
No,
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Are you sure? What the fuck?
But I'm thinking it's a whole nother day, bro. Like I said,
right.
The fact that my house phone rung, I'm thinking,
That's
oh
the weird
shit,
shit.
something wrong with my cell phone. I've overslept. I'm about to be in trouble. I'm telling you, when I tell you, I kicked my sheets off. I kicked my fucking sheets off. I hop out the bed. My brains are scrambled. I'm looking outside. I'm like, okay, it's dark. I look at my phone.
Wait a second. Like
11:30. I'm like 11:30. I'm like 11:30 a.m. What the fuck? My brains are scrambled.
Right.
And it says p.m. It's the same fucking day. And
so you just done fall asleep.
I was asleep for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But I was sleeping hard. I was sleeping. I was in deep sleep.
You just fell into that deep sleep.
Yeah. So I call on my house
and
phone.
then
I'm
just
like,
woke up in that bitch.
I'm like, you okay? She's like, this motherfucker whispering.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, dumbass, bro. You'll probably scare her out.
Brandon is lying. No, stop. Okay, first of all,
that's crazy.
I was not whispering. First of all, I was not whispering. Brandon called my phone, and I was he called at the perfect time. After he tells his part, I'm gonna tell my part.
Heard.
But what I will say is he called at the perfect time, and what I said is, I didn't whisper, but what I said is, I need you to come to my door right now.
I go to her door.
Yo, Kia, you gotta stop
playing. Now, let Brandon finish. Let Brandon finish.
I go to her door, and she comes out. She comes outside.
That's crazy.
She comes outside. She's like, she's whispering. I'm like 90% sleep, and I'm not gonna lie. The first thing that I'm saying the first thing I'm thinking in my head is, I want to fight you.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, I want to fight you. Now I'm realizing that it's the same day, it's the same night. And I'm like, what the fuck are you? I'm sitting there thinking, why are you whispering? I want to fight you. And it's fucked up my sleep. She's like, look, she's whispering. This doll from London. And I'm sitting there like, what? telling me that the goddamn dog changed directions and cannot go throw it away in the dump. But I'm sitting there like my balance isn't even all the way there because that's how deep of a sleep I was in. You thought that shit was funny. It took me another hour and a half to fall back asleep. I was like, I'm going to fight you.
It's not funny. Where did Riley go?
I don't know. He faded to black.
Oh my God. Okay, so listen.
You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, so listen. Brandon just told his side of the story.
My side of the story.
Brandon just told you.
Videos real quick.
Brandon just told you his side. Now, please, let me tell you mine. So, as I stated earlier, this was like a Wednesday or Thursday night. I had just got off work. I left work at like 5:30. I decided to catch a late show of Sinners because the first time I saw it, I went with my brothers and they don't know how to pick good movie seats. So I was sitting in the second row at a 45-degree angle trying to watch a big ass wide screen of Sinners, and I didn't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I decided to treat myself to a late night screening of Sinners, kid free, because Brandon had the kids. And I was hoping I had the theater to myself because I'm a weirdo like that. I like watching scary movies in a dark ass movie theater by myself. It does something for me. I like that shit. It's adrenaline. Okay. Anyway, so I get home. It's like 10 o'clock by the time I get home. I'm wide awake. Mind you, I have to be to work by 9 o'clock the next day. I'm wide awake because I'm a night owl. I'd rather work at night and sleep during the day. But I'm wide awake at this point. So after watching Sinners, I decided to come home and put on some Marvel. So I put on Thor, it was Thor Ragnarok that I started watching. I'm watching Thor. It's just me in the house, but me and the cat. Okay. I'm in my room. Me and Brandon just set up a brand new bed for London. I bought this bed for her. It's a great bed. LED lights, charger fucking shit, and all this other shit. So whatever the case may be, we just set the whole fucking bed up from scratch. And London has 10,000 stuffed animals. Okay. And she decided she wanted to put every single one of her stuffed animals on her brand new bed. And okay, fine, baby, do what you want to do. Now, me and London share a bedroom. Okay. Now, her bed is on the far end of the bedroom, facing my bed, okay? Which means I have direct view of all 10,000 of her stuffed animals. Now, I've never been one to like stuffed animals. That's never been my thing. I'm not a fan. My son's not a fan, but my daughter, she fucking loves them. Oh, and by means, have your way, baby. Enjoy your life. It's your world. Do whatever you want. If you want 10,000, I get you 10,000 and 100. What's good? Let's do it. But me, when the kids aren't here, I feel some type of way about it. So I'm sitting here watching Thor Ragnarok, and I'm like, damn, it's getting late. By this time, it's about 11:15, 11:25. And I'm like, all right, I need to be going to bed. I go get my last little pee in for the night. Now, mind you, prior to me going to pee, I took a look at all 10,000 of my baby stuffed animals. And one particular stuffed animal stood out to me. And it was a stuffed animal that she got from the church across the street at a free giveaway of just whatever the fuck they had. Okay. So she picks out this bear, and it's a pretty tan, golden brown, curly haired bear dressed in a raspberry costume. It's a beautiful bear. I love it. It was free. I don't know where the fuck it came from. It was at the church. She loved it. We took it. Okay. But for some reason, while I'm sitting here in my bed watching Thor, getting ready to go pee, my attention was drawn to that bear that's sitting not on her bed, but directly next to it on a nightstand that's next to her bed. And I just so happened to look at it in the way it was positioned in reference to all the other stuffed animals on her bed. It was tilted at an angle in reference to where I was sitting on my bed. So it was tilted. So I went to go pee and I came back in the room and I looked at the bear again for some reason. The motherfucking bear was in a whole nother fucking position. And at that moment, literally, it was nothing but Jesus Christ himself that kept my soul from leaving my body.
Are you talking
because I was terrified.
Are you talking to the chat or are you talking to Riley?
I'm talking to whoever the fuck is on the stream.
Riley's window disappeared.
Well, hopefully he's out there somewhere in StreamYard land.
Oh, he is. Hold on.
But I'm sure you might got a couple viewers still listening.
Riley. He got
there he is.
He got 3 different windows up. What the fuck?
All right, Riley. So look, I don't know where you left off at, but I'm gonna try to catch you up real quick. I went to go pee. I had looked at my baby stuffed animal before I went to go pee. It was sitting in a position.
No, I heard it.
All right, cool. Came back to
I just wasn't letting because Brandon was like being a fucking degenerate for a second, not on the screen.
Fine. I'm not literally looking at the screen right now, so I have no idea what's going on.
And your ass disappeared.
Yeah, I did. My fucking shit just broke.
It's all good. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm sorry. I'm a Virgo.
It's okay.
I like to paint a picture. I'm an artist as well, so I like to paint a picture when I speak. Right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm working on it. But anyway, so I come back from peeing, and like I said, London's bear, the brown, golden brown bear dressed in a raspberry costume, is no longer in the position.
Water, or was it
Hey, Riley, you fucking
no, real talk. London's bear was no longer in the position in which I had originally seen it. Now, excuse me. At that moment, I had to ask myself.
I saw you, man.
Thank you. Because I'm a Virgo, and Virgos lead with logic. So I'm a Virgo, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, Kia. Wait a minute.
No, for sure.
Now you were sitting on the bed. Could it be possible that you were sitting and you came in the room at a different angle so the bear looked like it was tilted, but it really was? No, fuck that. Okay, theory number 2. Okay, Kia, you do live in a house with a cat. Yeah, Kia, but the cat don't do that because she know I don't play that jumping on dressers and countertops and all that other shit. So she wouldn't even dare. So no, that can't be. So the only theory I was left with was this motherfucking bear just moved by its goddamn self.
Yo, it's like the teddy bear in World War.
That's literally the only theory, Riley, that I had left.
What's that Call of Duty World at War, bro? Like fucking they got the zombies map.
I don't know what the fuck it was at that moment.
Go away. You ain't getting ray gun or nothing. You ain't getting nothing through the map. You ain't getting no ray gun. You ain't getting no fucking Wonder Waff. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting no.
In that moment, I wish
go across the map again.
In that moment, I wish that I wasn't sitting here in this motherfucking house alone after going to see Sinners with this motherfucking weird ass bear looking at me and 10,000 other fucking bears in the motherfucking bear room staring at me. Now, being a black woman, you would think I wouldn't do some crazy shit because most black people, we avoid that crazy shit. We go to safety. Okay.
Listen, Kia,
we like to self-preserve.
You would do some like crazy shit, and I believe that you would blow up a fucking ghost. And I believe that you're strong enough.
And you're right, Riley, because let me tell you what I did in this moment.
I believe it.
In this moment, Riley, I decided. Now, mind you, earlier in the story, I told you it took Jesus Christ himself to keep my soul in my body.
No,
but the only thing I could think of doing 3.2 seconds after I realized that the motherfucking bear wasn't in its original position was to walk up to this bitch and grab it.
Oh no!
I just walked up to it and grabbed it. I was so scared that I just ran up to the fucking bear and grabbed it. Now, let me tell you where Brandon comes into this. Let me tell you where Brandon comes into this.
Damn, I didn't hold on. I done went upstairs, took a piss. Hold on. I done went upstairs, took a piss, made another drink. Took a piss, washed my hands, made another drink, and I'm now just coming into fruition. Look at this motherfucker right here.
No, Brandon, but seriously, because remember I told you said your side and I had to do my side. So I had to catch them up. This is where my side meets your side. So this is where Brandon comes into play. So after I grabbed the motherfucking bear in my hand because I'm terrified. I'm literally terrified, but for some reason, my fight or flight, my flight or fight is fight. So I decided to grab the motherfucking shit that's scaring the fucking shit out of me. I grab it and holding on to it in my left hand with dear life. And the first thing I can think of is to call Brandon. So I'm calling Brandon. I call his cell phone. No answer. Call his cell phone. No answer. Then I'm like, fuck it. Let me call the house phone. I'm calling the house phone. No answer. Then I'm calling the cell phone again. No answer. At this moment, I realize, oh shit, bitch, you're in this alone. Okay, you got this motherfucking demon doll in your hand. You're in the motherfucking house all by your goddamn self with a motherfucking cat who can't do shit but her. I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
His ginger
at
ass
this
there.
point,
I swear
this
I'll
point-
fucking shake that shit around, slap it in the drywall until that shit's fucking broken.
But
ain't gonna
Riley,
touch no matter
listen.
what. Just
At
gone.
this point, once Brandon didn't answer neither phone.
Real quick for some plaster. You heard?
I hear you. But once Brandon didn't answer neither phone, I realized that I was in my shit alone. I felt like Will Smith and I Am Legend. Like, nigga, I was by myself. Okay? So what I decided to do at this point was, okay, bitch, calm down. Because if this motherfucker decided to come to life, you got the upper hand because you got him first. Okay, so I'm thinking at this point, where can I put this motherfucker until daylight, until I can get myself together, until I can gather my shit and figure out what I'm going to do with this motherfucking demon doll that's in my house.
Kia,
Bro.
Riley's window disappeared.
And that's fine. I'm talking to the chat at this point. So what I decide to do at this point is I said, no, I don't want to put him in my closet because it's still in my room. He can come awake while I'm asleep and kill my ass. I said, no, that's out. I said, you know what? I would throw him in the dumpster, but I seen Annabelle, that bitch came back. So no, that's out. I'm not going to throw him in the dumpster. I said, you know what? Maybe I could put him in London's toy box, lock it up, throw it in the closet, keep it sealed until I wake up in the morning, right?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said you're not going to throw him in the dumpster, but you had my black ass
But wait,
in the dumpster.
let me get to it. I'm just telling you the thoughts that was going through my head. Okay. So at that point, I had settled on I was going to put it in London's toy box, seal it up, throw it in the closet downstairs until the morning time. Close my door, keep the cat in my room, and sleep with the light on. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do because you wasn't answering the phone, Brandon.
I was asleep. It was past 11 o'clock.
But I digress. Let me finish. I digress. Okay.
It was my bedtime.
When I had finally decided I was going to put the motherfucking toy in the toy box, first of all, what I didn't tell you is that I was scared to leave the motherfucking room because I didn't know if this motherfucking demon bear had backup downstairs waiting for me as soon as I tried to go down the motherfucking steps. So I was scared. I was scared to go downstairs. I ain't gonna lie. So when I had finally mustered up enough courage to take my black ass downstairs to put this bear in the toy box, you called me back. Now, mind you, I had literally spent I'll say about 5 minutes in an existential crisis. Existential. 10 minutes, maybe 5, but 10. I'm really thinking it's 10. It felt like 10. Okay? In an existential crisis waiting for you to call me back. When I finally gathered the ball.
When I was asleep,
when
trying to go to work the next day.
No, Brandon, no. But real talk, when I finally gathered the balls to open up my door and go downstairs to put this motherfucking demon doll in a toy box, you called me back And when I tell you that motherfucking ringtone scared the motherfucking life out of me, that shit scared me when you called, but I was so glad. And that's why I sounded kind of cryptic when I said, I need you to come to my door right now.
And I did not sound cryptic at all when I said, I'm gonna fight you. There was
long story short, I told Brandon. Long story short, I told Brandon the story I just motherfucking told you. And I wrapped that motherfucking demon doll in a Lidl bag. I handed it to the father of my beautiful kids. And I asked him to kindly dispose of it because I could not sleep in my beautiful home with that motherfucking bear staring at me.
There was
after it switched positions. Get the fuck up out of here. Nope.
There's nothing.
And we're not doing it. We are not doing it.
There was nothing cryptic about I'm gonna fight you.
Did you not come to my door?
Of course I came to your door.
Did you not dispose of the fucking demon bear?
I was gonna fight you.
Brandon, tell the chat. Did you dispose of the fucking bear?
Give the bear to the father to dispose of it so it can end up in my apartment, and I had nothing to do with this. Do you see through this story how I've been made to look like the bad guy because I didn't answer my phone? Although I was asleep because it was past 11 o'clock and I have to get up at 5 in the morning.
I have never been happier in my life to see your face.
And I had never been more annoyed in my life. I had never been more annoyed in my life to see your face.
Brandon, and I can respectfully understand that. But when I tell you you were my motherfucking saving grace, God bless you.
Again?
2 times.
Again?
God bless you 2 times, boy.
Never mind. Let me mind. Never mind.
God bless him 2 times.
You
not
know what I'm
one.
about to do?
Me give him 2 times.
Me about to end show over 3 hours.
Me give him 2 times. Me big up him.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
That was the scariest night of the last couple months, for sure.
Glad I could help. Of the last couple
Long
months.
story short, don't go see Sinners. Don't go see Sinners and then go home by yourself with a bunch of fucking weird ass stuffed animals staring in your face.
And
Period.
Chad, I have to ask a question. How the hell are you gonna say long story short 20 minutes into the long ass story?
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna work on that. I'm sorry. I like to really paint a picture. I like people to envision it in their minds as I describe it.
You know, you say long story. You saying long story short. You're like, well, you should have said that 25 minutes ago. I'm just playing, man.
I'm working on it.
I am about to call it quits because I was told that they didn't want to be on the show past midnight. Well, we're 10 minutes to midnight. We're almost 3.25 hours into this show, and this has been fun. Thank you, Riley, for coming on the show, for showing up and kicking it for a couple of hours. Thank you, Kia, not only for coming on the show and we're having a good time. Thank you again for the thumbnail. Thank you again for the shirt. And listen, if you guys want a Sports Plus Life shirt, holla at your boy. And she can make a shirt just like this or whatever color scheme you want, but she sets the price. What is the price for a Sports Plus Life shirt?
$50. $50.
$50.
Nobody sees what it takes behind the scenes.
I have, and you know what? I cannot.
You have. Yes, you have.
I cannot argue.
How long did it take me
now,
to
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What's the price if they supply the shirt? Not the vinyl.
If they supply the shirt, I can do 35, 40. I'll do 35, 40. I can do 40. 40.
All right, that's knocking off $10.
You
Okay.
supply the shirt, I can do 40 because what I will tell you, a lot of people want to get shirts that are screen printed, and screen printed is great, but it's a lower quality shirt. They fade over time. I use high quality vinyl that is washer machine safe, that gets better with time, and it takes a lot of time and effort that I put into making these shirts. I can do whatever design you want.
This is true.
It's just whatever your needs are. I'm your girl. So, but you're gonna have to pay. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to pay because a bitch got a full-time job and I got kids. So you're definitely gonna have to pay. Bitch got a full-time job. I got a side hustle and kids. Full-time job, a side hustle and kids, and this side hustle. So yeah. And I'm very detailed in what I do. Brandon, his shirt is great. It's not a full representation of everything that I can do. You come with a design, I can do it. I can do full scale pictures in vinyl. Just let me know. I can do a lot of things, but it'll cost you depending on the design, how many hours it takes me to work on the shirt.
No, it takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a while. Definitely takes a while. And I'm showing the shirts.
I'm very detailed in what I do. So
I'm showing the shirts now. Yeah. So yeah. So I just wanted to, I definitely had to give Kia the flowers that she deserves for the shirt, and again for the thumbnail.
Thank you. I take lilies and orchids, please. Lilies and orchids.
All right. So so with that being said, again, thank you guys for thugging it out. Kia, don't exit the StreamYard. I can end the show, but you don't have to exit the StreamYard. But for your boy, this is your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. I'm out this bit. Got a busy day tomorrow, DJing out there in Chesterfield for a graduation party. Congratulations to all the it's a bunch of graduations going on tomorrow. Congratulations to all the college graduates. Also, early happy Mother's Day to everybody. We out this bit. Peace, love you, and I will see you on Monday.
Later.